Count Everywhere podcast would like to mention our friends at the following. We Talk Wrestling, for the one stop you need for the most intriguing stories and headlines and info on independent shows in multiple regions. We Talk Wrestling has you covered. Subscribe to Facebook's #1 interactive community for professional wrestling today. Join Shaft and General Vader every Thursday at 5 p.m. Central live on Facebook for Outside the Ring STL Throwdown Thursdays, as they bring you the inside scoop on wrestling in the St. Louis area today and relive great moments in St. Louis professional wrestling history. Before each and every show, we like to remind our audience that freedom is never free, and all of us should be grateful to those who lay it all on the line. To all our first responders, military, and volunteers that help our nation every day, we love you and appreciate the sacrifices you make to protect us. We're coming at you live with episode number 86 of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast, as we welcome the in-ring veteran cruiserweight technician out of the West Coast, the Latino Al Pacino himself, Gino Toldyouso Rivera. This podcast is scheduled for one episode, where falls count everywhere. Oh, yeah, it's a celebration. Every Sunday night here, everybody. We welcome everybody here to this week's edition of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. Of course, this is episode number 86, and we're coming at you live as we do every Sunday night. I am Rough Cut Rick Ruby. On the left of your screen, to the right, of course, is the Gem City Mounts, the Miz. Z.
What's up? What's up?
Man, we're rolling around, and we've got a lot of things to talk about here at the beginning. We got a great guest coming on here, another dipping into another area of the region.
Yeah, get out there.
And we've got so many things to talk about. Some things happening, on the downside this past week, and then of course we've got a lot going on in regards to the podcast and some events that are coming up here. We've got a lot of events actually on our plate today. So we've got a lot here going on. And for those that are coming on here, make sure that you're liking and subscribing everywhere. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, everywhere. Even if you're only watching on one platform, make sure you go to the other platforms and subscribe. It definitely helps us out quite a bit. And
they get 4 monitors and watch them all at the same time.
Just don't try to hallucinate while you're trying to do that. That's all we ask here. But we definitely want you all interacting, chatting, everything else here, and we want you to spread the word about tonight's episode. Okay, so Willie's in here. Yeah, each thing.
Oh, I did that thing where I forget
to he's actually putting in a sponsorship for the big Fan Fest coming up on May 13th. We're going to get into that here in the first part of the show, and also some other news regarding that. But also, what I want to let everybody know here, that tonight you have an opportunity to actually participate in a contest. You actually do. We actually are having a contest. I did not announce it until we talked about it just a bit ago, and we're like, okay, well, we're going to do this, but this involves pretty much the luck of the draw with the Royal Rumble. So here's the thing, guys. It's very, very important that you get in here. In fact, I'm not going to do, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, because this is double important here, guys. So make sure you're visiting chat.restream.io/FB to go ahead and make sure to allow Facebook to use your name and picture so we can see you chat. Okay. And there is a big reason for that. But please go ahead and do that because we definitely want to know who is chatting with us during our interaction here. And
Like this gentleman right here, the coolest of cool guys, Iceman himself.
the
That's,
Iceman is in the building.
yes, for
Awesome.
Kansas City, that's my dude.
That's right. And actually one of our guests back from last year.
Yeah,
And
get back there.
yeah. So it's good to see the Iceman viewing here. And like I said, we're going to have we're gonna have our guest Gino Toldyouso Rivera here at the bottom of the hour, close to the bottom of the hour, because we've got a lot going on, a little bit more than usual, and a lot that we want to get into. So so those Facebook users, make sure to get in there because you have a chance to be a winner and depend on the Royal Rumble that's happening this Saturday. And of course, we'll talk more about that toward the last part of our show. We've got an exciting hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. But I'll tell you what, it's nothing boring. It's always something intriguing. We always want to intrigue and get our audience interacting with one another. So make sure that you're sticking in through the entire run. I mean, if you got to get up, if the duty calls where if you got to break the seal, whatever, go and take care of it. They can run right back. Heck, you don't want to miss any part of this.
I mean, in this day and age, I expect you to take your phone with you, gentlemen and ladies, because we do have ladies that watch us too. No, you be watching other things in the video. I mean, the bathroom, why not us?
Right.
It's 2023.
Just don't make a post about it, okay? That's a little. That's all I ask. Just don't make a post about it, okay? And we appreciate Herb.
Oh, that's our dude right there.
Yeah, I mean, advertising us here on during SICW All Star Wrestling, which comes on at 8 p.m. Central on YouTube, and of course on Facebook as well before we go on the air. So, but it definitely a good episode tonight. Got a chance to see the Purple Haze, Andrew Anderson. That was there, and of course, some of the happenings that happened back at the last show at East Carondelet, that house show. So you missed quite a bit if you missed tonight's episode. Oh, and also a good classic match. Yes, Ted DiBiase when he was Missouri State champion, wrestling at the Chase. Good stuff. Good stuff. Love it.
Great match. Great. Yeah. Speaking of Ted, that title right there, it's getting signed, baby.
Oh yes, that's right. It's
getting signed. Like one of the guys that like I became such a big fan of the bad guys very early in my history of wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Piper, all those guys. Ted's one of those dudes. And then my teenage favorite bad guy is going to be there. JBL, let's go, dude. I'm sorry, I'm talking about the new upcoming shows already. I'm so pumped for this year of wrestling, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, 2023 is definitely going to be kicking off with the bang in the first half of the year, and I think it's going to get stronger come through the summer and then finish out toward the end. So we're already off to a great start, and it's going to keep rolling and keep getting stronger every month. But let's go and get into some of the stuff here. But here's news that I want to make sure everybody knows. If you're going to be around the St. Louis area on this coming Friday night, January 27th, you have a chance to participate in a wrestling talk show pilot. And the names that are being brought in here are Nick Aldis, Mickey James, the current Impact Knockouts champion, Frankie Kazarian, and Chris Masters. And there is no wrestling involved. There's not going to be a wrestling show. Please keep that in mind. This is a wrestling talk show pilot. It's not like Miz TV. And it's not like the KO show at WrestleMania 38 where something's going to go wild for like 30 minutes. So this is actually going to be a talk show. No wrestling.
Hold on. You just gave me a great idea, and it sucks that we don't have this great wrestler around. Think of like Steve Wilkos show or but with Macho Man. How freaking amazing would that have been?
Right.
No, brother, you're not the father.
God. Oh, boy, I don't know if
I know. I think out of the box. I'm sorry.
I could hold a straight face through that. So it is coming Friday night, January 29th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Located in St. Louis, Missouri, here at 1034 South Brentwood Boulevard. Tim, if you're in the chat, I forgot to copy the link. Post the link if you can in the chat. And let us know where they can get free tickets. So you can but we do stress this could be a little bit more of adult nature, and there could be some language that are more involved. So obviously, this is not going to be a show that's going to be on a network, unless you want to hear half beeps, which would be kind of like a Steve Wilkos show, or or anything like that. So this is going to be a podcast that will be on internet TV.
No Hulk Hogan as Dr. Phil? Come on, like that show would have been amazing. I would so watch those things. Hogan, give me that show. Actually, Hogan's still around. He can give us that last gem. Give me a Hogan talk show. I'm in. Dude, I'm so down with this.
Dude, we already experienced that. We already know that Hogan doesn't know best. We already know this, okay?
I mean, that was a really good show.
Yeah, I would say, yeah. Let's go get into the events upcoming. But yeah, don't forget about this. This will be something that'll be very interesting to attend. So keep that in mind. So this coming Saturday, a new beginning for IWA Productions in Mount Vernon, Illinois, 521 Perkins Street. Door time or doors open at 6, bell times at 7. Of course, front row is $10 or $12 at the door, $7 at the door. If you want to save $2 to get them in advance, contact or look for IWA Productions on Facebook if you're looking to get advance tickets. If not, you can get them at the door. But looking to have a stellar card, as you can see, with your boy right in the center.
My boy, and then the future Tiberius Storm. Trust me, I'm putting my money on that kid. 100%. We all know I love Sid. Shrapnel, that's my guy too, and he has a monster, so I'm gonna be nice to him.
Let's see. The next show is of course for World League Wrestling on February 4th at the Harley Race Arena in Troy, Missouri. Visit harleyrace.com for more ticket information. Doors open at 6 and bell time is at 7 there. And that's not the only show that's happening that night. Mid-States Wrestling down in Harrison, Arkansas. Yeah, so they're coming back with a show there. Niles Planquet will be there. Jason Jones, Luke Langley, Stephen E., of course, part of that. And then, of course, of Big Joe Helms. Those names have been around this area, around the St. Louis.
Yeah.
That have worked. And so they'll be down there. So, doors open at 6, bell times at 7. And you can order tickets at mswtickets.com or call by phone at 858-848-SLAM. And if you can't spell, that's 7526. Okay, gotcha. So let's see. Let's talk about the big show. Big changes for SICW next month. Because this show's not going to be at East Carondelet. They are going back to the Belclair Fairgrounds on Saturday, February 11th. And here's here's another big match already that's signed. Things are stirring up hot in SICW. The Big Texan will once again get another shot at the Classic Championship against the Telecon. New stipulation. Both everybody involved in the Dogtown Underground and Devastation Incorporated will be barred from ringside.
It's the right move. It's the right move for these two giants.
And if you were not there, there's footage out there. But in that 6-man elimination tag, the final 2 men were these guys. And guess who went over? Guess who hit the lariat? And guess who didn't get up? You draw your own picture. So yeah, that's why Big Texan has made his case once again that he gets another shot. So that'll be interesting for sure. Then we got IEW, unrestricted at the Granite City, Illinois Elks Lodge. Of course, doors. Doors open at 5 and bell times at 6 on this one. Adult tickets are $12 in advance, 15 at the door. Kids tickets are $5. Ages 5 and under are free. And then, of course, your boy's pulling double duty as heavyweight champion, man. So there he is again.
Yeah, he holding down two companies right now. Sid is also, like I said, there's some big rumors happening. Soon to be announced more, but it's gonna be a pump show, and guess what? Your boy's there too. So, like,
there you go. Yeah,
that's
part
home.
of the announce team.
Yeah, so like, I can't wait to call Sid more and see what that Dirty War wants to do and all that stuff, and we'll.
Yeah.
O'Shea knows best.
If you're a big fan of Z, you're in the area, go and check out the show. I think you'll like what he's got to provide that night, or for Unrestricted on Saturday, February 18th. And this just announced not that long ago. We're going to push it here. American Championship Wrestling returns Saturday, February 25th at the St. Clair, Missouri, at the Holy Trinity Lutheran Church Gym, 1500 South Outer Road in St. Clair, Missouri. Doors open at 5, bells at 6, and the UFC legend himself and WWE legend Dan the Beast Severn will be there, and he will be part of the show, as well as Brian James there.
Great guy.
And then like I said, it looks like Derek Teeter's coming back, which is interesting. Lumberjacks will be there. Miss Hyde will be there. Trust me, I'll be there. Don't worry. Just because I'm not on the poster doesn't mean I'm not going to be there. So don't worry your little heads about that. I mean, like if it matters, but anyway. So yeah, let's go ahead and do I have yes. All right, this is what we're talking about right here, okay? So throughout this entire week, 2 weeks, there's been a lot of buildup, a lot of announcements. I'm going to just put this out here right now. When I told you about May 13th, here we go. All these faces are going to be at the Aviator Hotel for SICW. It's a Wrestling That's a Chase Memorial. And there will be this is a big fan fest that will happen. I mean, my goodness. So you have got JJ Dillon. That was one of the last announcements. Darla Staggs, who is the 2023 Sam Munchnick award winner. Then you got Rick McCord, Martha South, Jimmy Hart. And when you said that belt is going to get signed, there you go.
It's why, dude. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
You know what's really funny about this whole thing is my son's going with me. Like, it's already confirmed that Chase and I are going, right? I got 2 buddies coming from Iowa to go to this show. Like, I'm pulling in people here for it because this is going to have a freaking awesome show. But Chase goes, Dad, I want to meet Tugboat. Well, he knows he missed Typhoon, but but he has their action figures. He's like, that'd be awesome. I want to meet him because he plays with them all the time. So, like, that made me ecstatic because that's one of my favorites, too, as a tag team fan.
Yeah. And then, of course, you got Victoria or Tara, whatever she goes by. Earl Hebner, legendary referee. Teddy Long will be there, the Brooklyn Brawler. And, of course, the ace Cowboy Bob Orton. Let's see. You got Barbara Goodish, who the widow of Bruiser Brody, who will be there. The Berserker or John Nord will be there.
Thugboat.
Did you just say Thugboat?
Okay. So
word.
Hold on. This is the thing. So this is actually a thing. Scorpion Sky. Okay, everybody knows Scorpion Sky. I'm a big fan of watching Ethan Page over on his YouTube channel. Go watch him if you're a toy hunter and all that stuff. You see mine. But Scorpion Sky's on there sometime, and they were going toy hunting, right? And he pulls up a tugboat, and he's like, I had like a little fed that he did at home, right? And he's like, Tugboat went bad, and he became Thugboat.
No.
That's a genius idea, and I love. Like, I have more appreciation now for Scorpion Sky because of that one moment in his nerd history of wrestling.
Wow. Yeah, this is another insider here. Until the Typhoon can't make him a Shockmaster, will be.
He's a legend. He's a legend.
Yeah, the Shockmaster is a legend. Oh my God! But you got Enzo, Gerald Briscoe, of course. That's the inductee going into the St. Louis Wrestling Hall of Fame. That will be inducted by JBL as well. So make sure you visit sicw.org for ticket information on that. Which also this will happen in that evening. The annual Bruiser Brody, Larry Matisic, Tony Costa Memorial Battle Royal, and a lot of names have already been announced for that Battle Royal. But of course, there'll be other action as well. Just make sure you visit sicw.org for tickets here. Yeah, and like I said, Bobby D has to kind of let reins of that cup go and see if he
Yep.
makes it again. You know what? Is to my knowledge, I don't think there's been a repeat offender. Repeat. What the hell is wrong with me? Never mind. I meant a repeat winner.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Oh my gosh.
I mean, Bobby D will always make a good case to be one of those repeat offenders. But who knows? Who know it could be? But he has to let it go for at least the one match.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. So it it's definitely going to be a. If you're missing this night, you're missing. Yeah, definitely you're missing one of the most memorable nights in St. Louis wrestling history. That is going to be. You've got to be here. So, um, but before we bring on our guest here in a little bit, we want to go ahead and touch on this here real quick. Um, and if you did not know, this past week, um, Jay Briscoe of the legendary Briscoe brothers from Ring of Honor, Impact, all that, started out in TNA back in 2002. Was involved in a tragic car accident last Tuesday, and was had tragically passed away uh, at the age of 38, and leaves behind a wife and children. And it's really sad when something just you. I mean, something with an instance like this. I mean, you never know when the time comes. And sometimes we're not promised tomorrow. But let's just say that Jay has made an impact on the wrestling world. If I mean, that's an understatement. There, Z.
Dude, it just shows from like the one thing that like I truly get from, for me as a fan, like Jay was one of those guys that I enjoyed watching when I could, but I always missed him because I was like moving out of my parents' house. Him and I are not far off in age. I'm 36. Like, so I didn't get to really watch him grow up in the wrestling and stuff. And I saw a couple matches, especially his match with him and Kevin Owens, which was amazing. And his Kevin Owens' testimony to Jay was just stunning. Was a just glorious thing to read. But the real cool thing about this whole thing, and not trying to say the whole thing is cool because it's not, but we got to see the loving side of it all too. That man shared so much love and brought a whole wrestling community almost together. Like it's crazy how many people reached out. Like it's really cool to see that, and I hope he honors forever.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, yeah, I mean, I will say that it took me a while to kind of to try to. I mean, obviously, I mean they're great skill tag. They're a great skill tag team. Sometimes I didn't understand the gimmicks behind them, but
They were bruisers, man. They were just
yeah, I
hard
mean,
hitting.
yeah, and I mean they were just kind of extreme hitters, and but definitely when someone is taken like that tragically, apparently, uh, you just we he was not he was the one that did not survive that wreck. So his children are still in the hospital. His wife is still trying to recover, and
Just be
Godspeed.
with them, man. That's
Yeah,
it.
God.
Like,
I mean, just think of it. I mean, even that night when NXT went live, he was even mentioned on the air on WWE television. I mean,
SmackDown. I mean, New
yes,
Japan. Like everybody reached out. Like that. That's a testimony to what this business could actually be. Uh, and it sucks that you have to see it in this kind of form, but it's the wake up call some people need it, I guess, and some things. Like it's a beautiful sight. And Jay Lethal 2015, Jay Briscoe is a match everyone should watch.
yeah, yeah. So, yeah, just give me one moment here. I'm just doing a quick message and
I'm
sending it
still
over.
mad that I still want an Uso Jay. I mean Uso and Briscoes. That would have been that's one of my holy grail matches.
Yeah. But like I said, just Impact put out a memoriam about that. Like I said, Kevin Owens wore I think it was the only one.
No,
I
the Raiders did.
Raiders did.
The Viking Raiders. There were several
Yes.
guys. AEW had them flying high. Like it was beautiful.
Yeah. So yeah, we like I said, Godspeed to Jay Briscoe. Definitely a tragedy. Everybody going so young at 38 years old, and I just definitely wish the best for his family and that they get well and everything, and that they recover fine. And it's going to be a tough time to get through them, but prayers help out, guys. They really do. So just keep praying for them and that their family pulls through. But we're going to turn the corner now, and we're actually ready for our guest, our featured guest of the evening, who's been wrestling for just over 14 years now. He's out of the West Coast, doing a lot of work around like Arizona, New Mexico, and California. He's definitely earned his stripes in this business here. But everybody, we want you to give a nice round of applause for our featured guest of the evening. He is none other than Gino Toldyouso Rivera.
What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Can you
Hey
hear me?
guys.
Loud as clear, brother. Loud as clear.
All right, I was panicking for a second. I was worried, but I'm glad to be here on the show.
Hey, Gino, thanks for making it on here, man. And I was really excited when you reached out and when I put it out there. And I thank you for accepting that invitation and just reading all that what you have done so far. I mean, gosh, it's you've done
Amazing.
quite a you did quite a bit. You have done quite a bit in this industry in this area,
Yes.
and hopefully some of your fans get out here. Like I said, we're based out of here around the Midwest. I'm in St. Louis, the Gem City Mouth, Quincy, Illinois. So we're neighboring states close together, but we definitely want to get the word out across the nation, and just kind of feature talent that's working all across the land and just hustling and doing whatever they can to make it. And just man, it's so I'm sure you've had a busy week yourself, but how are you feeling tonight?
Geez, I am exhausted. Um, Lordy, I've had a fun couple of days and flights and just living the indie wrestling star dream that I've always wanted to live. You know what I mean? And I can't complain, but I'm just really happy. I'm on cloud nine right now. I had a fantastic match last night in Utah. A horrible flight, but it was awesome at the same and I'm back on the grind. I'm just every single weekend for the past 15 years, I've been just on the grind constantly. And it's getting just to the point where I'm like, you know, it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I don't know what's ahead, but I hope something good happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, because I've kind of noticed here when I'm looking at different stores and how how the new guys that get into the major brands and
Yeah.
how they put in their work. It almost seems around like the whole mid teen level that you've been in the business. I mean, they don't just. I mean, you have almost have to be. a quote unquote prodigy to get right into the business with like in a few years, or a freak of nature, one of the two, to get in.
That's funny. Someone in the big leagues, I can't disclose their name, but
Right.
they sent an email to me the other day saying that I am a top prospect right now, and I was like, so I mean, just I'm excited.
Nice.
I'm excited.
Nice.
I'm on somebody's radar right now, and it makes me really happy to know that my work took a long time, but there's other people that I've been in the business for like 20 years, and they've never gotten a look, a shot, an email, a chance, anything. And here I am, like, go Gino, keep going. Cheer
Yeah,
myself on. So I'm happy about that.
yeah. And like I said, we all just got to put that work in. I mean, I'm not going to leak any names if they watched any of my episodes in the past, but I've done a short time with promoting and booking, but I've actually got somebody who is actually in NXT right now working
Yeah.
that I used, and I'm just happy for them that they're making their way, and
Oh, yeah.
I get the joy when I know that I've been affiliated with somebody that works hard and does, and I mean things are possible. So
Oh, yeah. All
think
things are possible. That's the way I look.
absolutely, man.
Like you keep your head down, stay away from drama, and kind of swerve over around those potholes. You'll be all right. That's
See,
what I've done.
I'm only 4 years in, and that's what I've been saying since day one.
I, sidetrack. I mean, I saw some messiness online today, like from like 3 or 4 different states, and a lot of those are my friends and people I work with and people I work for, and I was just like, nope, not today. You know what I mean? I want no part of that. I was just like, I'm reading it. I'm like, oh, this is terrible. But anytime, I'm not liking anything, I'm not sharing anything, I'm just like, all right, this guy hates this guy, but I love these two, and I'm just gonna go around, y'all.
Right.
And I was
Way
like,
to be.
Gino, hey Gino, what do you think? What do you think, Gino? And I'm like, my lips are sealed. I'm like, I'm in the sky. I'm too busy. I can't look down at you guys fighting. I'm good. You know, listen to my Creed records crying. I'm good. I'm good. I did
Oh,
say Creed. I did say Creed. I'm sorry.
but yeah, but you just got to move on. I mean, I'll tell you what, if you've not seen that yet in this business and you're working and you've not seen it, I guess you haven't opened your eyes long enough to kind of witness that. But
Yes.
it's best to not even get involved. So yeah, you're obviously doing the right thing.
Oh yeah. This business is a very paranoid business. Everyone is paranoid for simply no reason at all. So I'm like, all right, dude. And at one time I was too, and I'm just like, what am I doing? Okay, I'm stressing myself out. My blood pressure's high. What's going on? No, not today. So
Yep,
yeah.
you can't do it. It's not worth the health for it. That's for sure. Oh man. Well, so I'm going to go ahead and dig in here with our first question here to you, brother. So first off, I kind of wanted to know, how did you get hooked into watching wrestling, and which wrestler inspired you to follow the dream of becoming a wrestler yourself, and how did you get your start in the business?
Easy. Oh gosh, I love these questions. I'm asked those 3 questions a lot, and it's very deep for me. So I was adopted when I was 2 months old, and the lady that adopted me was a huge fan of wrestling, and she had it on. You know what I mean? I would be crying. She'd turn on the TV, and wrestling would be on. Turn something else, I'd cry. She'd turn it back on. I wasn't crying. And those two guys that were on TV were Taker and Jake the Snake, and I just fell in love with it as like a kid, And not saying when I was 2 months old, but as gradually years went by, I was just like hooked. You know what I mean? She would buy me the little toys. I think I got them in one of these bins or something like that. But the little Hasbros, you know what I mean, that would only do like 2 little, whatever.
Yeah.
And I would always play with them. You know what I mean? I'd have all my wrestling figures with me, and my mom we wouldn't miss an episode. You know what I mean? We go to the video store. I don't know if you guys know what videos are, kids today, whatever. But we go to the VHS stores, and we would just get every single VHS thing we could imagine. WCW, AWA, anything that was on VHS, rather it was like recorded, a lot of people would trade tapes, you know what I mean? But we would just get them all and rent them. And at the time, we would have a VCR, and we would hook another VCR to it, and we'd record. This is so illegal.
Yes.
I'm going
Yes.
to incriminate myself.
I was one of those kids.
Okay, well, I still have my videotapes right in this closet. But yeah, we would.
Let me.
So I knew a guy who would record, you know, not me, but I knew a guy, and yeah, like we just would do that, or they would do that. And my mom was a huge Undertaker fan. Can't really see, but I've got a whole shrine of Undertaker over there. Don't judge me. But we were just the biggest Undertaker fans in the world, and I was an Undertaker fan because of her, which she still is today. She's 60 something years old, loves Taker. Okay, and I followed Undertaker for longer than I've had girlfriends or anything. You know what I mean? Whatever. But I love the Undertaker. He's my favorite wrestler. He's my inspiration, bar none. As far as getting into wrestling, I went to go and see a WWF or E show at the time. And I was walking across the streets, and this guy had like a flyer, and he's like, "Here you go." And I was like, "Bunch of naked guys. I don't want to see this. What the hell? I don't want to go to a strip club. Whatever." I go into the Staples Center. I watch wrestling. I come back out. I'm at that light again, and they're like, "Hey, check this out. Here's a flyer." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Dude, I don't want your freaking flyers. I don't do strippers. I'm good. Thank you." He's like, "Dude, it's not strippers. We're not strippers. We're pro wrestlers." And I was like, "Wait, hold on. What'd you say?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, we have a school." And I look at the flyer, look at it real good. And I was like, "Okay, Santino Bros Wrestling. Wow. Okay, well, I'll give him a call." The next day, I gave him a call. They're like, "Come on down." Went to see the ring. I have no introduction to indie wrestling at all. All I know is WCW and WWF at the time. And the trainers that were there were all from XPW. And to me, I was just like, all I saw was a ring. I don't care who was standing around it. I don't know what belts they won, who they power drive to a table, and who they started to fight with in ECW. I just saw a ring and was like, "Teach me how to wrestle." So I signed up for the school. The rest was history. And over time, I grew to know that my trainers were XPW wrestlers, Joey Chaos and Angel Exotico, and the late, he just passed away, Supreme, and the list goes on. You know what I mean? I was trained by all those guys from XPW, and I had no clue. So that's how I got into it.
That's
Funny,
crazy.
right? Crazy story. I know. If you don't know who I am, and I'm like, no. Like, train me though, whatever. And they showed me all their little DVDs and stuff like that when DVDs are a big thing. Gosh, we're old. And they're like, "That's me, power driving a girl through a table." And I was like, "Teach me how to do all that."
Dude, XPW was amazing.
I never saw it. I think, I'm lying. I think I remember like watching ECW on like TNT or it was TNN.
And they use XPW guys. Yeah.
Some random station at like 2 a.m. You know what I mean? When I was in California, you know what I mean? And then I saw like some other wrestling stuff, and I didn't care what it was, but it wasn't WWF or WCW, so I didn't care. So, but yeah, I had no knowledge that my trainers were these big stars. I was just like, I see a bunch of buff guys and teach me how to wrestle. Let's do this. I had no idea.
Indie legends right there.
I had no idea. To this day, I'm just like, oh my God. And I get compared a lot to looking like one of my trainers, Joey Chaos, and no, I'm not his son. But I'll take it. So, but I always get that. "Well, who are you trained by?" I was like, here's a name. Let me throw it out there. Joey Chaos. And they're like, "You look like him. Are you his?" I was like, no. I wish. Fortunately, my body doesn't shape that way, so I'm not, whatever.
Great.
With that many great trainers and stuff, and the group of people that you've studied under, you've got a lot of different styles under your belt. Which one of those styles do you find to be, the best when it comes to beating someone down in the ring?
Well, I'm a big fan of lucha libre, but at the time I had no idea that there were styles. I just thought You get in the ring, you kick, you punch, you drop an elbow drop, job is over, right? Whatever. But I grew to learn, a bunch of different ways to wrestle. As Joey Chaos was more showy and very strong in the ring, with strong style before it was called strong style. It was very just showy. He'd pick you up, he'd slam you, boom, yeah, right? Very showy for the crowd, and they'd be like, "Boo, we can hate you." Then I had my trainer, the late great Supreme, who would literally punch you in the mouth, just literally knock your block off, start a fire on a table, and go, "Here's a power bomb, you're gonna die," right? And that was more the death match style, which I've done maybe one or two death matches, never again. And then I had Lucha Libre, with Angel Exotico, who was just one hell of a character. And as a 100-pound kid in 2008, he would always rub his hands together and he'd be like, "Come here, let me try this on you real quick," right? He'd grab me by the wrist, grab me by the forearm, grab me by the neck, and he's just like, and all of a sudden I'm standing and now I'm upside down and I'm over here, I'm over there, and then all of a sudden I'm back on my feet. He's like, "How'd that feel?" And I'm like death, but try it again, teach me. You know what I mean? And I just learned different styles. It was just awesome. You know what I mean? I learned how to work. I learned how to shoot. And I learned how to be very showy in the ring, which has saved my career, saved my bumps, also saved the opponents in the ring. You know what I mean? We don't have to kill each other, but I can do both. But I really like the showy style. Like, I don't want to compare myself to this person because I'm nowhere in his league, but The Miz is very, yeah, I said The Miz. The Miz is very showy. No one will give that man credit, but that man is one hell of a wrestler, and it hurts me to say this, but he's awesome. Oh my God, what did I do? You see what I did there?
I'm a mark, man. That's the dude.
No. So The Miz is great because he's so showy in the ring. He doesn't have to go out there and kill himself and do 100 spots. And what is a spot? I don't know. But he doesn't have to go out there and kill himself. He's just very one clothesline. He's like, "Oh," and people are like, "Oh, you're terrible." But that's the gimmick. You're not in there to do a whole bunch of moves. You're in there to give and create a feeling for a fan, for them to go, "Yeah, we don't like that guy." I can tell you one experience with JBL. I was at a live show, and he was in the ring, and I said, "Boo, you suck. You're fat." And all of a sudden, he turned his head, and I was like, "Oh." He hops down, hops over the rail, comes, and he points me out, and he goes, "Say that again, I dare you." And I was like sitting in my seat, like, and all my friends are like, "He got your ass. Oh, what are you gonna do?" And I was just like, nothing. I created a feeling, and I never lost that feeling. So now, as a pro wrestler myself for 15 years, I go, I'm gonna give a fan that same feeling. I'm gonna make sure there's gonna be a ton of guys back there that are gonna bust their ass out there and do 100 crazy things and jump off basketball courts and hoops, but I'm gonna be the guy that makes you feel something when you see me. And I'm gonna be the guy that makes you want to go, "Oh, he does another thing again, Bobby. I'm gonna get in that ring and I'm gonna ring his bell." "Yeah, you wait." "No, Jim, you ain't gonna do nothing." "Oh, you wait." 9 times out of 10, Bobby and Jim, they try me, but they know. I love performing in Texas, and every time I mock a fan, it's in a Texas voice because they're just what they are. They're wrestling fans, but they're passionate, and I love them. I got my tires slit in Amarillo. Oh Jesus, all 4 tires. I did the stupid thing of parking in front of a venue and letting everybody see me, and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" And they're like, "Hey, Gino," and I'm like, "How you doing? Nice car." And I'm like, "Yeah." Show's over. I come out, and all 4s are, and I'm like, "Mother effers." I mean, it had to be Bobby and Jimmy. You know what I mean? Whoever those fans are. But I love Texas fans. They're hilarious, man. Sorry, I talk a lot of Puerto Rican. It's in my blood.
No, man. It's all great. Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
You guys don't have to say anything. I will literally talk you to death. But yeah.
Well,
but no, Hold
Go
on,
ahead, Rick.
Ruby. Hold on.
I know
So I
I know I just jumped over like 1,000 questions that you guys had.
no,
You're
all
good.
good, all good. You went to the styles. You went to one of my personal favorites. So the whole reason behind the Zamiz for me, because I am Zamiz,
I didn't even
and
touch that, but
it's
that's
because my buddies. So we used to get together. I didn't get the itch to want to get in professional wrestling or get to where I am now with what I've done in the local area here uh, until what 2000, right before the pandemic. So it's 2018 is
oh
when I
wow.
got in. So like I'm a late bird to it to the but I love it and I've been a fan ever since. But we played beer pong back in the day.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we had what was called the QBP, the Quincy Beer Pong League, right here in
Sure.
Quincy, and we'd go around being wrestlers. And I started being like the Miz because he's
Oh,
one of my favorites. And so my buddies just go, "You're the Miz," and then I just kept going there and building it. So like everybody knows me as this because of that, and I just wanted to carry on. And my love for that man goes no bounds.
it hurt my heart to admit that The Miz is one of the greatest wrestlers in the world.
He really is.
But it's more of a cool stigma of people going, yeah, I'm not gonna. Brian Danielson is the Okada,
Nope.
Omega, and I'm here. Well, what about The Miz?
Day one Miz fan.
I'm not a fan, but I give credit where credit is due, and I recognize people for what they are. And The Miz is one of the greatest, and he's gonna go down as a legend. And that hurts my heart to say. I'm sorry, Miz, but dude, you know, what I mean, the guy is everything. He looks good, knows how to talk. He does public interviews, knows how to speak, knows what to say. He's never in trouble. You know, what I mean, he has a beautiful family. The guy is the ultimate wrestler, and no one will ever acknowledge that because it's uncool to say that. You know what I mean? They want to go with Cesaro and
Well,
Buddy
Cesaro's good too.
Landell.
Hold on. Back
You
up.
know, Texans talking.
Let's get back on track. Ruby, take it away.
Yeah. No. So we're throwing, we're throwing a few names out here already. So, and I'm sure you've been in the ring with. I mean, obviously, I've already seen your resume, so you've already been in names, those who are on AEW rosters now, and of course WWE legends and all that that you shared the ring with. But was there any of them that have given you advice or guidance that has stuck with you to keep being successful in this business today?
No, none of them. None of those names that I've mentioned or dropped to you have ever given me advice that can help me today in the ring. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, fortunately, I've had a few dark matches and tryouts in the big leagues, in the big stage. WWE. Excuse me, it's cold in here. But I was actually pulled aside by Baron Corbin and Jinder Mahal, who gave me the best advice. You know what I mean? Just on solid working and punching, how to sell, the facials and stuff like that. Get that out of your mind, guys. But just like you see,
I
you laugh.
hate you.
You're it. Just like I got some solid information from them, just personal stuff that was really good. But I can tell you this: the best advice I ever had was from my Joey Chaos from XPW, right? And he to this day, listen to this: the day that you quit will be the day that somebody, somewhere, sometime was looking for you. Do you understand what that means? The day that you
Yeah.
leave. Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the best advice that I got was from my trainer of XPW, Joey Chaos from Santino Bros Wrestling. He said, the day that you leave, somebody, somewhere, sometime will be looking for you. Do you know what that means?
The multi-universe idea theory. Yeah, continue.
So what that meant for me was the day that you quit will be the day that a big company or somebody, a big wig, needed someone like you to fit a role that they have created or they need for a storyline, whatever it is. I don't want to say his name, but there was a guy that said any man with two fighting hands has a fighting chance, right? And he got signed just because of that. And he fit the mold, the role that they had, right? And I always took that to heart by when they said that to me, it was like the day that you quit, Gino, will be the day that somebody wanted to sign you. And trust me, I've tried to hang up my boots every year for the past 5 years now. And I cannot because that stupid, not stupid, that wonderful saying has been glued and stuck to my head of, you want to quit? Okay, well, the day that you quit will be the day that somebody wanted to sign you. So go ahead and quit. And I go, I guess I'm not quitting. You win. You win. Wrestling, you win. That's the
That's good
best.
advice, actually.
And I've worked with guys like Mark Henry, Mick Foley, Darren Young, Darby Allen, you name it. Lindsay Dorado, and no one's ever given me great advice. It was my trainer that gave me the best advice that I tell my students today.
Nice. All right.
It's very fair.
Don't you cry, guys. Don't you
Huh?
cry.
No, I ain't gonna cry. But what I'm
He's
thinking to
right.
myself, what
Mom,
I'm thinking to
I'm not
myself
quitting.
is,
I'm not quitting, Mom.
well, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, with the age I'm at right now, I'm like, I don't think that really applies to me. I'm just trying
I
to
mean,
think I was,
Hey,
I think it does apply to you. I think, you take this show very seriously. This is your baby, right?
yeah, of course.
The day that you walk away will be the day that somebody goes, hey, you ever tried Sirius Radio? Hey, you like Howard Stern? This, he needs somebody to fill in. I mean, it could happen, right? You got to shoot big.
I like this guy. I like this guy, Ruby.
Well, it's really saying it into the universe and making it happen. I'm a go-getter. I'm a guy that constantly believes if I say something, I'm going to get it. You know what I mean? And you got to look at it like that anyway. You know what I mean? The day that you walk away from something you love will be probably the day, like I tell my students this, I'm like, okay, so go ahead and quit. Tomorrow, I'm going to get a DM that goes, hey, whatever happened to that Gypsy Matt girl? She's still around? Well, she quit. Darn, I had something great for her. Okay, well, what about her? And that opportunity for that girl, she excels. She gets seen on a big platform, a big stage. Next thing you know, she gets signed. She gets a contract. Her life changes forever. But you quit and you walked away from that. The day you quit will be the day somebody, somewhere, sometime was looking for you. And that's why I'm stuck here. Gosh, help me.
Makes me remember Ron Powers.
I swear I'm working, you guys. I swear I'm working, you guys. I'm really not this positive. I'm just kidding. But no, yeah.
No, I feed on it because I try to be, and I do most of the time.
Yeah.
Like, see, I'm that way about a lot of things, and Ruby and I bounce that off of each other all the time. So it's great energy and it's great advice, man.
Trust me, you're gonna see me tag that somewhere, down the line again. I love doing it. Burns people's souls.
And then you told us so.
I always. That's the motivator. That is the motivator. Everybody goes, well, where does the told you so go? So me and my partner, Danny Limelight, we broke up as a tag team. Get out of my car, right? We broke up as a tag team. And one of his things was like, well, you can't use my last name. And I said, well, we're not married, so I don't want to use your last name anyway. So I changed my name to Told You So. And people go, well, where did that come from? And I go, well, in life, I was a minion. I was a troll. I was this big. And everybody's like, when I said, hey, I'm going to be a wrestler one day, they couldn't laugh hard enough. You know what I mean? And I was like, one day I'm going to do it. I'm going to rub it in their face. I said I'd own a house. I'd buy a house. I did that. I'm going to have cars that are paid off. I did that. I'm going to have a career. I'm going to have a family. I did that. I'm going to win belts. My first belt's somewhere right here, whatever, replicas. And everywhere I've been in life, I was always told no, it would never happen until I started doing the things that I wanted to do. And my words were, when they say, Gino, how do you feel? Any last words you want to say? And I was like, yeah, I told you so. I told you so. And that's all I could say was, I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. Because I did. I've been telling you my whole life and you guys never believed it. So now that's my brand. That's what I go off of. And everything I do in life is because I told you so. Right? So, yeah. I won my first belt, I don't even know how many years ago, in 2017 on their championship wrestling from Arizona with David Marquez. That was the first ever Arizona State champion, and that was the only thing that was going through my mind. I was swinging my belt. I told you so. I told you so. And people are like, "What the hell is? What is he? Why is he saying that?" Because of people like you. You know what I mean? Not you guys, but you. You know, like saying, you're the naysayers. Oh, you will never do this. You'll never do. Anytime somebody says that, I take pride in showing them up. You know what I mean? You'll never get a Maserati. Beep beep. Look outside. Yeah. So.
There you go.
So we're showing up all these people,
Oh,
and showing off all the names, all the accolades. Who are these people that you've rubbed shoulders with that you think have made the bigger stages healthier?
gosh, guys like Darren Young, Fred Rosser. I don't know if you guys are aware. He's in New Japan. He was with NXT. He was part of the Nexus. He was
One
one
of
of
the
my
best.
favorite people.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite people, and he's made the business better just because of his kindness and just like I got to travel on the road with this guy, be in my car. We sang freaking Chris Brown at the time, and just doing the whole thing down the road. And he's a wonderful person. That was the only guy I got in the ring with, and I was like, I'm gonna die. I can't breathe. If we do one more move, I'm gonna die right here. You know what I mean? And he just was like, oh, he pushed me. He kept going. Usually I'm the guy that pushes everybody else, but this man, what he does in the locker room, outside of the wrestling, in the ring, in the rental car, behind closed doors, through text, through phone calls, he is just one wonderful human being, and I love him for it. He's gonna cry now. He always does.
Dude, primetime players were one of my favorite tag
Oh,
teams.
I tried to do that with him. I was like, money. Or I said something, and he was just like,
No, that's crime time.
well, that was crime time, right? Exactly. So he was like,
Another one of my favorite teams.
that's not even me. And I was like, I'm so sorry. It was a really awkward car ride. So
Dude,
yeah,
Titus O'Neil and him were awesome, especially when they had Abraham Washington.
I remember that. I remember that.
That stuff was gold. Darren
I
Young
also,
doesn't get the love that he deserves.
he doesn't. He doesn't get the appreciation that he deserves. But we always get a good laugh when we send him the Royal Rumble GIF. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Titus slide, baby.
Like, that's your boy. That's your boy. So we
Dude.
always get a chuckle out of that. So
That's great.
Wow.
That's great.
Wow. Well, of course, so with you having all the years that you've had, already with the experience underneath your belt, on top of you getting regular bookings constantly, I mean, you're also a trainer at a wrestling school. So if you could tell us a little bit about the Off the Ropes Wrestling School and what important aspect do you want to teach new people getting into the industry?
I love that. I love that question. So obviously, guys, I am the only trainer, and I run a school in Albuquerque, New Mexico called Off the Ropes. See what I did there? The sweater. Like
Oh,
that.
nice.
Right? Looks great.
Nice.
Yes. Get it through me. You can order this, by the way. Your DMs. Let me know. Anyway, cheap plug. Shout out to McFarland. Yeah, so I run a school in Albuquerque, New Mexico called Off the Ropes OTR. And what I was trying to do was I was trying to help clean up the streets. There was a bunch of crime. There is a bunch of crime here, and a lot of kids that have nowhere to go, nothing to do. And their dreams, unfortunately, are, hey, I just can't wait to work at a gas station. I can't wait to, not that anything's wrong with that. It's honest. It's an honest living, but their dreams aren't, they don't poke through a ceiling, right? I need them to think outside the box and burst and explode out of the roof, the ceilings. You know what I mean? But they don't want to be a rock star. They don't want to be famous. They're just like, well, I can't wait to take over my mom's position at Circle K. She's the manager, right? And I'm like, all right. And then there's people that do deal with substance abuse and homelessness and runaways and just a whole bunch of messiness. And I decided that one girl needed a way out of this city. She needed to fulfill her dreams, and her name was Gypsy Mac at the time, who I met at a local store, and her life was just going nowhere fast. And she knew me through wrestling. She's seen me around, and she's like, I want to do this one day. Like, how do I do this? And I was like, well, I don't really got a ring. I don't really got a school. I don't know what I can do for you. And I linked up with some local guys around here. I rented their ring, and I started to teach her how to wrestle and stuff like that. And word got out that I was training, and more people started, coming. And I was like, where are all these people coming from? How did they find me? It was supposed to be a private session, one and done, and the more they came in, the more I started accepting people, training them left and right. I'm talking super heavyweights to girls, to different genders, and whatever it is, what I mean, that people are today. Like, I took them all. I didn't care if you were white, black, blue, green, if you're gay, transvestite, if you're straight, if you're a monk. It didn't matter. If you wanted to be a wrestler, I was going to be that guy to train you and help you accomplish your dream. And I did that. I started in, I believe, July of 2019, and it's 2022, and we're still going strong. And we're one of the most reputable, recommended, and responsible and trusted school around the Southwest. And when you see those letters OTR, we are forced to be reckoned with. We are trained the right way. I was trained the right way. I literally took the Santino Bros playbook, laminated it, and I everything I was taught, I'm teaching my students. So what I take pride in is I take pride in safety. I'm big on safety. Anybody can teach you a headlock, but I am a big proponent of saving your bumps, knowing where to be, ring awareness, and to take care of your opponent, because at a moment's notice, your life and my life can be cut short if you don't do things properly, if you're not training, if you are under any substance abuse in that ring. You can hurt somebody, and I need a clear head. Excuse me. And I started just accepting all these kids. My oldest student was 47. My youngest is 18. I've got 16-year-olds that are on a waiting list that are, as soon as they turn 18, I gave them a reason to look forward to going to school. I get these messages all the time. Hey, can you train me how to be a wrestler? I'm like, sure. How old are you? Well, I'm 16. I'm 17. I don't know. I'm in high school. I'm like, well, when you graduate high school, the moment you do, you contact me and I will gladly walk you through these doors. You know what I mean? And it gives kids a reason to finish. You got to give somebody something to look forward to, right? I can't just say, hey, yeah, come on and be a wrestler. And they lose their focus in school and they put all their, their focus on wrestling, because it doesn't work that way. You have to have a plan B. Even if you don't believe in plan Bs, you have to have, okay, I want to be a wrestler, but if it doesn't work out, I still have my schooling. I still have college. And I was never taught that. But listening to podcasts, listening to the OGs and the wrestlers that came before me saying, save your money, go to school, have a plan B. I've taken that and I'm now putting it on to my, to my kids. With that being said, my biggest thing, and I'll end this with this, is anybody can strap a headlock on you. Anybody can teach you how to do a drop kick, a clothesline, an elbow drop off the top rope. Anybody can teach you that. But I don't teach you how to wrestle. I teach you how to get hired. I teach you how to excel, and I teach you how to succeed and have longevity in this business. And that's what separates me from every single school within 3, 4, 5 states radius. That's what my job is. I've been to the big stage. I've wrestled on the big stage. I'm still working some things out. I know what they want to see. I've worked for TV. I've done it all. And I know what can get you hired. And that's what, I focus my attention on. Not, you got to have the best headlock, the best arm drag, the best tilt-a-whirl. No, it's literally how, at proper etiquette, you know what I mean? How to address somebody in the locker room, how to talk to promoters, to negotiate, to have proper gear, to wear boots, to look good, to have a clean record, to stay drug-free, you know what I mean? To remain a human, a student of the game, to go out and do charities and just be a great human being and not a scumbag. But unfortunately, scumbags usually get to the top before the people that work hard. I always tell my kids, take the long road. Feel good about taking the long road. Don't take any shortcuts. The guys that take the shortcuts, they get there faster, sure. But it's a long fall, you know what I mean, on coming down. But when you see that guy coming down and you're like, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing great. Well, doesn't look like it. I'm on my way to the top. You know what I mean? I'm a big proponent of all the things that I just told you guys. And that's why my students succeed. That's why my students are awesome. You know what I mean? Not to brag, but they're great. Check out all the folks at Albuquerque, New Mexico. Hit me up, Gino Rivera, Gino TYS, Gino Toldyouso. I'm accepting all students. I don't care your size, your age, what you got. It doesn't matter. I do referees, managers, super heavyweights, lightweights, women's wrestlers, you name it. I'm the guy.
Absolutely. And with all the aspects, I mean, obviously you've got a great itinerary and um a great plan for everybody who wants to come in and
Absolutely.
get into the business. So I mean, to me, I'm definitely a fan. I mean, heck, if I was 17 on the West Coast, I'd be jumping on it
Oh God.
immediately.
I've
But
got some killers, man. I've got 4 6-footers in my ring, and
oh,
I'm looking up to them like, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it right. You know what I mean? These are kids that are bigger than me, and their hearts are bigger than life, and I can't wait. I've got so many other teenagers that are like, "Hey, I'm getting my my GED," and I'm like, "No, no, 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 no! Don't get back. Find your way back into school. Do it the right way. Get the diploma. The GED's fine, but you know what? Get the diploma." Or and then some guys like, "Hey, I'm graduating early," or "Hey, instead of going to college, I'm going to go to wrestling school," and I'm like, "Why don't you do both?" You know what I mean? Do both. There's time for it. Wrestling will always be here, no matter what. Regardless if you walk away, you come in, you do it later, you start later, it doesn't matter. Wrestling will always be here. You know what I mean? But college, you don't want to be that 40-year-old in college with a bunch of 17, 18-year-old kids. You want to do it now. Knock it out by the time you're 25, you'll have your degree. And you know what? When those big leagues call you and they say, "So what's your background?" "Well, I'm just a wrestler." Well, that's not good enough. "Well, if this doesn't work, you know what? I got a bachelor's. I've got a AA in this. And, I can. That's what they like. They want to know that, hey, we'll sign you for a year or 2 or 3. If it doesn't work, fortunately, we got to cut you budget cuts, and we want to know that you're going to be okay." And I let my students know that that's how it works. You know, they want to know that you won't go online and go, "It was all their fault. I'm broke. I'm living at a 7-Eleven." You know what I mean? I don't know what to do. I didn't go to school. I spent all my money on hookers and blow. I don't know.
Whoa, whoa.
I mean, do we not see sheep interviews where like, "I'm broken. It's all Kamala's fault."
No, no, no. Yeah.
They want to know that you're going to be okay, and that's what you need to present them. "Hey, you know what? If this doesn't work out, guys, I'm going to give you my all, but you know what? I've got a veterinarian's. I'm a veterinarian. I can go back to school. I can go back and find a job, no problem, and I won't blame you." And hire, the guy that hires you is kind of like, "Oh, all right, well, let's try it. Let's see how you do." And it kind of bounces back to me. It's like, "Well, Gino, do you have a college degree?" "I don't. And I wish I would have gone to school. And you know what? That has also stopped me from advancing to where I need to be. And I wish I finished college. Fortunately, I'm a beauty school dropout. No wish me for
So
you."
from the school, from everything in the ring, you've gathered all these accolades, all these triumphs, and what was one of them that stood out to you the most, though? Like, which one was the one that was the memorable moment?
Gosh, obviously, my 205 Live match with Dorado and Mascara Dorado. That was just one of the best feelings in the world. I never in a million years thought I would be in a WWE ring. I never thought I'd be standing in the ring working for Vince McMahon. And it was just the greatest moment of my life. You know what I mean? I can still see everything. I know how I felt, how the people smelled outside. God, they smell so bad. But
It's true. It's true.
I remember just nudging me like, "You ready, kid?" I'm like, "No." You know what I mean? Like just everything. D Malenko was my agent. Him, poking fun at my name. He's like, "What's your name, kid?" And I said, "Gino Rivera." He goes, "How do you say skinny heart in Spanish?" And me, not knowing Spanish, but he's just like, he looks at one of the guys and they're like, "Corazon Delgado," and he goes, "All right, I think that's your name." And he has a toothpick in his mouth. "Corazon Delgado." I was like, "Why does this guy get to have his name? What's wrong with my name?" I'm like, "Evan Daniels? That is the most off-brand pudding you could. Oh, come on." Rivera. You could, the announcer's gonna have fun. They're not gonna say your name. You're just gonna be the jobber standing in the corner. Well, hell, all right. You know what I mean? And I went out there, and we didn't have a squash match. We literally go, my name's Billy Silverman, and they kill us. It was literally, they said, go out there, get over, but don't get over. What does that even mean? But sure enough, I was a young lad. I was like, you got it, right? And I just was looking around. I was like, get over, but don't get over. What is that? And if you guys don't know what that means for your audience, my audience, get over is to basically create a reaction with the people. Do your best, show them what you can do, but also don't get a reaction and don't show them what the hell does that mean? You know,
Just that.
That's what he said. He was like, get over.
Look good, but don't
get over. And I was like, okay, don't play to the crowd. Okay, what? Don't look at the crowd. Okay, don't look nervous. What do you want me to do? You know what I mean? That's how it was. But it was one of the greatest matches I've ever had. I was super nervous. I was like, I'm going to botch. I'm going to make a mistake. I'm going to throw up. I'm going to have my period right now. I don't know. I was just in every emotion you could imagine. And by the time it was over, I was like, God. And I was like, are you crying? And I'm like, no, I'm coughing. No, I'm not crying. He's crying. Me? You know. It was the greatest moment of my life. I'm actually coming up on the anniversary of that. I think it was like February 20th, 2018. And I was like, I'm getting signed. 2022, I'm in my room.
Right.
Hanging out with my fingers, like, I'm getting signed today. Yes.
Oh man, I want that cake. I mean, not.
This is heavy, dude. I don't know what the hell they packed in here, but this is heavy as hell.
So I'm a figure collector. If you haven't
so
seen.
Am I. Do you not see Do you not see these bins? If I open one up, you're gonna lose your mind. So, yeah.
Oh man.
And the closet too. The closet's ridiculous. You don't want me to open that closet. My closet. Memorabilia. I'm trying to hide my stuff. Trust me. I had to pull down all my Mark stuff off the walls. Don't worry about it.
It's all right.
This is just the studio. That's it. There's more throughout the house.
My Johnny B. Bad poster. They can't see this.
Yeah. Johnny B. Nice.
I'm kidding.
I'm not.
He's on the floor right now. I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, like I said, I've only got some memorabilia. You know, I've got to mark out at least a little bit. And my Bruiser Brody sure likes to turn on its own right before I go on the air. So, you know.
What's your address? I know a few guys that do home renovations, and that kind of looks nice in there. And they'll put it back, of course. You know, they'll take it down and, you know, they'll put it back. You want to shoot me your address.
Right.
They might want it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm just afraid of doing demolition and leaving and not coming back. And they've already taken my money.
They've been known to do that. Oh my God, guys, a house here, you drop a couple $100 and you get that belt right there. I need that.
I got more stashed somewhere else, but I'm not going to reveal my secrets there. So,
dude, you don't even know, guys. If you guys want to talk memorabilia, dude, I have Owen Hart's fall because I was recording. Yeah, I was recording it live. So on the network, it's different. They pan, you know.
Oh yeah, of course.
Right, they're not going to show that, but and of course, no one has the fall. But I have the live recording. Well, my buddy has the live recording because I didn't record it. You know, that's illegal. But I'm in possession of that tape. You know what I mean?
Man,
I've got tons of fun memorabilia, guys. Like awesome stuff that like no other collectors have, and damn sure won't give my address because if they do, this whole house will be gone.
Right? Yeah, smoking gun for some stories never told. Yeah, you definitely don't want to reveal anything like that.
No, definitely not going to say what I've got here because I'm pretty sure someone will find me. It will be hard.
Block your IP. It always works. VPN.
I've got the spoon, the yogurt cup and spoon that was dropped by Kurt Angle, and I put it in a bag, and I've got it right. I'm just kidding. I do not have that. But, you know, if I said that, I'm pretty sure somebody's going come crawling to this window. Where's the
Uh,
spoon? I don't know.
Well, I don't know if he's still. Well, just really quick off topic, but I've known somebody who's known to. Who's one of my Facebook friends that takes just some odd things for other society. Like he took a breast pump to Hulk Hogan and he signed it. It's like,
What a
what are you
rib.
doing?
What a rib. Would you sign my baby mama's breast pump? That's all I got in the car. Don't you have a napkin? Nope, it was the first thing I grabbed. That sounds like that's a hillbilly thing. But I
Oh
mean,
my!
it works, man. It works. I've signed weird places on women and men. I've had
No.
oh, I'm dead serious. I've had a guy go sign my boot. I'm like, who am I to discriminate? All right, buddy, whatever. You know what I mean? So I've had a guy said he was going to tattoo my face on his butt, and I was like, please don't. Please do not do that. You know, that would be awesome, but you're going to regret that because I am not the prettiest person in the world. And the girl that you like may not like that. I've had some fun stuff. I've sold some fun stuff, guys. I've sold gear. I've sold trousers. I've sold undergarments. Fans, you guys are pretty frisky. You guys are pretty funny, but you guys ask for some weird stuff. Hey, Gino. Hey, that match.
I dropped my phone.
I'm just wondering, you want to sell those boxers? No, but how much? You know? Yeah. Welcome to wrestling, guys.
Oh my gosh! Thank God I've never dipped into that pool of the of the crowd. But
Rick, I got your email. It's on the way. Breaking news. Breaking news. But Rick, I put it in a plastic bag for you. Thanks for $200.
oh my gosh!
You got it.
Very, very funny. Very funny. Very funny.
I don't mean that.
Well, and well, as we're wrapping this segment up here, because I know you've asked for a certain amount of time, I know we've gone over, but I do appreciate it. But one last thing I wanted to ask here is, with all the time that you've had, because I know I've had them, and I know you mentioned plane rides. I've actually got one of my own, but I'm not going to say anything. But it's all about you. But do you have any memorable road stories or even a fan experience that you can share that's either funny, is that stuck with you, anything outside of the ring, you know, when you're not in the ring, whatever?
Yeah. I'll just give you a few. I'll give you a few. I've actually, as wrestlers and fans know, well, we all have shoot jobs. Some of us, well, most of us. I've actually done deliveries where I was like, "Hi, blah 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 blah. I've got all your nursing towels. I work for hospitals and stuff like that." I'm like, "How you doing?" And they're like, oh, "Gino Rivera, Gino, you're Gino." And I'm like, "Please don't, no. I gotta get a picture. And I'm all in my freaking, my crusty uniform. And I'm like, please don't do this. Here, sure enough, they're like, Gino, hey, he's a wrestler. He's a giant. And I'm just like, take the picture. Let's do it. Right. And they've tagged me and I've untagged myself. There's been situations where I've had some freaky, frisky fans where they're like, hey, Gino, I'm going to be in Tucson and I've got this fetish. I like being stepped on. And I'm like, you don't take your frisky self away from my merch table right now, sir. Well, what are you doing after the show? And I'm like, not you, but damn it. And sure enough, they're just like, well, if you're ever interested, here's my card. Here's the key. I'm staying in room 302. And I'm like, you got it. Whatever.
Send him a pizza next time.
Yes. Right. I've had fun. I've been followed home. You know what I mean? Where I really didn't know. I've had fans threaten me. I've had literally brawls. I've had security walk me to the freaking to the car in Colorado because I pissed off a fan at the bathroom. Weird, right? I pissed him off at the bathroom. I don't know. I've had all kinds of interactions, man. The one in Amarillo where they slashed my tires, that was always great. I've sat in the plane next to Bow Wow where, I told him he was a wrestler and he's like, will you train me? And I'm like, will you teach me how to rap? You know what I mean? Like I've had fun interactions with everybody. I've sat on the same coach flight as Austin Theory after doing extra work with him, and him seeing me shaking my hand and going up and going, "Excuse me, sir, you got any advice for a wrestler?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, like, I'm like, you just shook my hand, you know." I've had all kinds of fun interactions, but wrestling has just been the wildest ride. I don't know if anything can compare to what we do, what we go through. It's just it's a blessing in disguise and it's a curse at the same time. But I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't. I don't know what I would do without it. I never wanted to be a football player, a baseball player, a basketball player. I've always wanted to be a wrestler. I just didn't know all these scallywags and freaks would come along with it. But I'm here for it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I think
Yeah.
that's in all of us.
Oh, yes.
Skelly.
I like I said, I've spent tons of time in the car with Darren Young. I've saved Chris Masters' life. I know that sounds like how the hell are you saving his life? Well, me and Chris Masters were in Phoenix, Arizona, and we were riding in our rental car together. And he's like, "Don't say anything, but I kind of want some authentic Mexican food." And I'm like, "Are you allowed to eat that?" He's like, "Just drive." Got it. Right? I was driving down the street looking for every freaking taco truck you can find. We get somewhere, we eat. All of a sudden, we're late for the show. Now we're running, whatever. I'm speeding. All of a sudden, this car checks us, and all of a sudden, you hear that, and my arm goes right across his chest, and literally chopped him in his chest. And he goes, "Oh," and I'm like, "What?" He goes, "My mother used to do that." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "My mother would put her hand on me anytime she'd break really hard to save my life. You remind me of my mom." And I was like, I'm glad. And it was just the quietest drive, literally, all the way to the venue. And every time people do interviews with them, I'll jump into the chat. I'm like, "I saved that man's life." And they'll go, "A man, Gino told you so. He says he saved your life." And Chris Masters always gets a kick out of it. So
Alan says you have a backup and stand up, just so you know.
stand up to fall back on. What's that mean? What's that mean?
He thinks you're funny.
Oh man, yeah, dude. No, I am the most serious and unfunny guy in the world.
No, dude, you're so charismatic. You got it.
Well, I mean, interviews, you know what I mean, where I'm like, there was another wrestler, and they're like, "So, tell us a story." He's like, I like wrestling," and I'm looking at him like Brady Bunch. I'm like, "Is that all you're gonna say?" What the hell, And I've seen interviews or podcasts where guys like Tully Blanchard was golfing while he's doing an interview, and all you hear is, they're like, "How you feeling?" He's like, "Hold on."
I mean, that's Tully Blanchard. He's allowed to do that.
I'm like, do they know that Tully Golf? Oh my god, Tully Blanchard does not care about this interview. He's getting paid, and he'd rather golf than answer your question. And the whole time, I'm a sucker for it. So I got my earphones, and I'm like, say something. "Well, Tully, tell us about your match with Ric Flair or blah 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 or Arn Anderson or this, And he's just like, "It was good." And I'm like, "This interview is terrible." So I figured, like, hey, if I'm ever doing an interview, I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna have fun, and I gotta earn my check, brother. Send it to my mail, right? No, but yeah, I just got to make sure that the interview's fun and people enjoy this. You know what I mean? I like hearing entertaining interviews and fun stuff, and it doesn't always have to be, "Well, when I first did my first drop kick, I broke my shoulder bone. I broke my collarbone, and I retired there. I hung the boots up after one match." And I'm like, "Who the hell is this guy?" So, yeah, I have tons of stories, guys. If I keep you here, we're gonna be talking to the moon comes up. So, but yeah, I stand up is not my thing. I do love stand up. Stand up is not my thing, guys. I am the most serious wrestler in the world, and I just won an award yesterday for the most hated wrestler in Texas. So I'm like, yes, and I don't know how. I'm like, I'm so likable. What do you mean? What do you guys mean? You hate me? All right, fine.
I mean, it's going to be awfully tough to if you go to Amarillo, you have to carry extra 4 tires on. And
Jesus Christ. No, I'm just gonna ride in on a horse so they can't pop a horse tires.
Be a sit down
I'm
comedic.
like, what now? What now? Whoa. What now? Who's gonna pop my tires? Yeah, you're gonna try and stab him, he's gonna buck you. What do you want to do? Be a sit-down comic instead. No. Guys, I'm having trouble sitting in a chair. Okay. Yes. No, I will never go back to Amarillo. Never, ever. The food's terrible. The people are every time the people yell at me, their teeth falls out. I can't stand. They bleach my hair. Their breath is bad. Amarillo.
That's how I feel about Granite City.
You know, the only thing. Right. One guy was like, "You suck." I was like, "There's your tooth. You want that back? Here you go." The only reason I'll ever go back to Amarillo is to meet Terry Funk, which I've been arrested a few times for trying to, trespass. I guess calling his name from his ranch, was trespassing. I don't know. Like, Terry, bring your ass on out here, boy. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, I'm like, it wasn't even me. It wasn't me. Yeah.
Wow. I was saying he's got a large ranch. Should be lucky if he could hear at his age.
God.
Just saying.
Legend.
Hearing gets a challenge when you get older, man.
Oh, trust me, he's a lot more ballsier from his balcony. I thought he was going to do a moonsault, but he wanted to fight. And I was like, how dare you? But no, man, yeah, Amarillo is a wonderful place. The fans are awesome. I love Texas. Texas is one of my favorite places to wrestle because of the people. A lady spent 20 minutes at my merch table, ruining all my merch prices, my sales. Had like 30 people around, and she's just like, we have a Walmart here. You ever been to Walmart? You like Walmart? And I was like, you don't say. I've never been. And she's like, oh, they sell jewelry? Oh, and they just incorporated a grocery store? Oh, it's the damnedest thing you've ever seen. Bless your heart. And I was like, I've never been to a Walmart. No, tell me more. And all the people are like, dude, we just want to buy a freaking shirt. I'm like, if I say anything else to this lady, she's going to take another 30 minutes of my life. And I'm like, I just lost 4 shirt sales because of you. So you have to buy what they were going to buy now. I'll take a sticker. $2. You and your 4 teeth, take your ass on somewhere else. Okay.
That's horrible.
Amarillo, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my goodness. So where can others find you on social media, or you got any your upcoming shows? What's next for you here within the next few weeks for you?
Well, guys, you guys can find me on every single social media platform at Gino Toldyouso, one word. That's Gino Toldyouso on one word. I'm active more than freaking you can believe. Trust me, I'm more active than a gangbanger in California. So as far as the next shows I've got a tournament coming up in Sanguin, Texas, of course in Texas. For Texas Wrestling Federation coming up, I'm involved in a tournament where I'm probably going to win my 15th belt. Don't need any more belts. I don't need any more commitments. But after that, I'm headed down to Norwalk, California for Hybrid Pro Wrestling, El Paso for Pro Wrestling Legacy, Borger, Texas for Motivation Pro Wrestling. I wrestle Kalisto in Fargo, North Dakota, 1-on-1, Below Zero Wrestling. It's going to be an awesome match. I've got a surprise in the middle of the month that I can't announce, but you guys might want to pay attention to your TVs. Okay. I also will be back in Salt Lake City, Utah, for Dive Pro Wrestling. I have a championship wrestling match in Tempe, Arizona for IZW. And I've got another championship match in Colorado at One Revolution. Yes, I'm reading, guys. I'm sorry. But I'm just booked literally all the way through April. And if I keep you here, it's going to be a long one. But I'm just so blessed to be booked consistently. I'm blessed to be really good at what I do because I love it, the passion I have, and the people that create these opportunities for me to succeed. So I can't do this alone. It's the podcasters, it's the referees, the cameramen, the promoters, the fans, and everybody who is responsible for my success. And I'm very aware of that. So whenever you see me succeed, it's because of you guys. And like I said, when I'm booked literally through, oh my God, it's June. that I've got dates just through and through every week. I'm just so blessed and happy that I can entertain you guys and hopefully, give you guys an experience the same experience I got as a fan, as a kid, as an adult still. I have a lot of fun watching wrestling in person on TV, and I just want to create that same experience and inspire someone to enjoy and love this industry and this business as much as I do. And if I can do that by you watching me, please guys attend the show, jump on a podcast, be entertained by me. That's what I love doing the most.
Yeah, well, yeah, we appreciate everything that you've given us here this evening, and obviously, you're very already booked till June, and we haven't got through January yet. So obviously, you're very, your work speaks volumes. Obviously,
Yes.
Yes. You mentioned at least 5 states that I've caught, and there's probably more. But to get a chance to work Kalisto 101 in North Dakota, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
you're really spanning the whole every part of the country almost. It's
I like going places I've never been. You know what I mean? If there's a promotion in Montana, well, by God, I'm going. If there's somewhere in Maine that I can go, I'm gonna lose my mind and I'm going. I don't like to stay in the same place. And as a wrestler, I was always told when you're hot, when you start a fire and you're flaming and it's your characters, on fire, the promotion's on fire, leave. Go start another fire somewhere else, right? Go start a fire here. That way, when you come back, you can always come back and they're not tired of you. They're just like, man, Gino left Texas when he was on fire. I love seeing him. He's coming back in 2024 and I can't wait to see him. Rather than, X-Pac Heat, get out of here. Please leave. We're done. We're sick of you. Thanks. You don't want the go away Heat. You want the welcome back anytime. So I do spend often, times in different states and cities, and I'll do one-offs here, one-offs there, whatever it is. And I know what it is to get hot and then leave. You know what I mean? It's always helped me. So come to St. Louis area. I was actually there. I was stuck there for 4 hours in an airport. I was expecting to see Nelly. I didn't see him. I was pissed, but I want to wrestle in St. Louis. There's a wonderful woman. I think they call her Tootie.
Yeah, Tootie Lynn Ramsey. Yeah.
Tootie.
She's a wonderful human being, wonderful girl, and I can't wait to kick her mask off her face because she's in my DMs calling me out, brother. And hopefully we can get that going.
Wow. Yeah. Well, hey, like I said, he was recently on a Glory Pro here in town. As
she's a regular there.
Yeah, she's a regular there. They put on fantastic cards. Z was at the last one. So yeah, there's always that possibility. And man, like I said, we can't thank you enough for coming on here and spreading your message and your experience here with us. And definitely wish you all the success, between your school, everywhere you go. Definitely safe travels to everywhere you go. And just live life to the fullest. That's all I can say. And obviously you're doing that and just don't stop, So, man, I appreciate you getting on me and Z. I'll tell you what,
I had fun.
You definitely made my night. You definitely,
you guys are making me sound like a hooker, man. You made my night. Honey.
The change is on the nightstand then for you. Have a good one.
I don't know how that works. Sir. You got some explaining to do.
Right. Gino, man, I appreciate you coming on. Spread the word. Like I said, if it wasn't for Matt Classic with the AIWF, which I hope to do more work with. He's a great guy, man. Just
that fella's keeping me busy. He's like, hit this guy up, and I'm like, dude, I'm booked. I'm done, dude. And he's just like, I need you to do this. So I love the guy, and I'm doing everything he needs me to do to represent his company, AIWF. I'm the cruiserweight champion there. I've been,
nice.
The longest, one of the longest reigning cruiserweight champions, and defending it against athletes that are high caliber in this sport. So he's enjoying that ride with me. So love Matt Creed. Much love. I did not blow a kiss at you. But
yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You totally.
I quit. God,
Yeah.
seriously.
Gino, man, we appreciate you coming on here and taking the time out, man. And like you said, spread the word about us if you can, because we love to have hardworking individuals with great attitudes such as yourself coming on the show, tell their stories, and we just love the banter and love all the hardworking guys that are keeping the art of professional wrestling alive. Professional wrestling,
Facts.
not sports entertainment, but just,
Well, it's still no. Back up. Hold on, real quick on that. Like, you can't knock them for just being a little bit different. It's still professional wrestling. Doesn't matter what label it got put on it. It's more showmanship. It's more. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm so tired of people bashing wrestling. Period. Like, let's just all be friends and get along.
Okay.
Yeah, Bobby. Get along. You're damn right.
Gino, don't let the door hit you on the way out, man. You have a good.
Whatever they call me, sports entertainers, professional.
It does, yeah.
It doesn't bother me. They pay me. It doesn't matter, and I have a ton of fun, and I have no problem going to Walmart and confusing people. I'm a sports entertainer. Oh, okay. What do you do for a living? I'm a sports entertainer. Like a dance, like a reciter.
I like you, Gino. I like you. I have been entertained.
And then when I say, "Oh, I'm a professional wrestler," and they're like, "Bobby, he's a professional wrestler." Yeah, this little guy right here, he's something else. Yeah. It doesn't work for me either way. So, yeah. Thank you guys. I've had a wonderful time with you guys. I hope we can do this again. Hopefully 5 hours if you really want to talk a Puerto Rican to death or have a Puerto Rican talk you to death. I hope we can do this again. So thank you guys so much for everything. It's been fun. I have to cough really bad right now, but thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Gino, thanks a lot, man. You have a great night, and we'll hope we'll chat again soon. All right.
Absolutely. Thank you guys.
All right. Thank you very much. Hey, man,
Hey, you don't see me big and I mean, I am big and beautiful. Oh wait, take us back. Yeah, you're the small tiny one now. Sorry. Goofing off.
I know you're goofing off, man. Oh man,
that was fun. Gino was fun.
Yeah, Gino was great. Gino was excellent here. So before we get on here, you know what? I might have totally forgot. I did it again.
We haven't done it yet. Yeah. Gino popped in. You're like, oh, we got to get going. That's all right.
I didn't want him to wait.
I love the fact that, okay, we're going to pull the wool back just a tad. We were allowed at 30 minutes with him, and he gave us an extra 30 minutes. Gino, you're awesome. I can't wait to see you make more moves, brother. Good luck.
Absolutely.
Now to golden memes.
Yes, now to the golden memes. Let's see here. Should I? Yeah, I got to do this. Sorry, here. There we go. Going right to the golden memes with this.
Classic.
If you can understand the whole Mox, the Mox mentality, you enter a room and you forgot what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's see. Here's our next one.
I've never seen that. That's good. Yep.
Just asked his Ric Flair's Dolph Ziggler's grandpa.
It's wonderful, man. That's beautiful. I love it.
And then this one right here.
Yes.
Everybody's thinking of other women, and Jay needs to start acting Lucy again. Tweeted by Sami Zayn. And
great. Love that one.
Gonna see, got our next one here. Chris Jericho and Ralphus. Fucking this probably got kicked out of an hour ago.
Dude, WCW Chris Jericho does not get the love that it deserves.
No.
That stuff was gold, man. Like that.
No, that was good. That was good, and you gotta love him trying to pull off the Axl Rose hairdo there. And then here's the one that got me this past week right here. If I used the condom, we would not have a condom. So
So dumb. I hate it. Oh. Judgment Day is so good, and people do not. Oh my god, I love it. I love that Dom is like that kid that thought he was a thug and he's not. It's
right.
beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And he has friends to back. Like, it's great. It's great.
It's gonna be interesting here. Uh with upcoming here with the Royal Rumble here, which is going to be our next thing we're going to be kind of targeting on. But I gotta stop sharing. I gotta
Yeah,
stop
stop
sharing.
sharing.
There you go. I'm not sharing anymore. Screw you guys.
You guys are going ham.
You guys are going home. So I mean, we've already know that there's been some more names, but I think there's been 16 for the men, some more for the women. But it's coming up this Saturday. We already know about the pitch black match because that's been advertised on Peacock.
Dude, respect to LA Knight and Bray. Like
Yeah.
that, the promo work these two gentlemen have done, and not touching for as long as they have. And I know some people are like, "Oh, it's not intriguing anymore." It's not like they are showing a new artistry when it comes to promo work and development in a whole new limelight. And Bray Wyatt is beyond everybody's comprehension, and that's what makes him so beautiful.
Yeah, and I think there was one more match, but I couldn't remember what it was. But I know the women's Royal Rumble and the men's Royal Rumble.
We have Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns
Yeah,
still too.
okay, thank you. God, I knew it was something major and I blanked out. I'm an idiot. So,
Yeah.
all right. So, here's what I announced here for our contest. So, I don't know who, I mean, it seems like I can't really see that many who's in here, but if you're still in here and you would like the chance to maybe possibly win, this is kind of like the lotto, but you won't have to pay any tickets. But it's in relation to the Royal Rumble. Okay, so if you are still here in this chat and you do not have a False Count Everywhere podcast T-shirt, here's your chance to get one. What we do here is you could, and even if you have one, you just want the art of just bragging that you want. Okay, you're going to you would have to chat, you would have to send the word contest in the chat, and it has to be by your name. Now if you're a Facebook user, you may have to just say what your name is and then say contest. So because I keep seeing Facebook user, so
Yeah, and I guess Sid Holland joined us in the chat, and I didn't see him because I'm pretty sure he was under Facebook user too. So I feel bad that we didn't get a.
Yeah, well, I mean, I put in the ticker down below. I mean, and I've seen the ticker on YouTube. I can read on the big screen. So
Willie and
there you
Allen
go.
right there. Boom, boom. Was done.
We got Willie, we got Allen, and we'll allow just a couple. We'll probably allow another minute or so for those who want to jump in and chat with the word contest, and we'll give you one, and we'll explain here in a minute. But hey, guess what? Who's joined us back again, coming out of the field, joining us in the studio here, guys. It's the one and the only guy who helped in the beginning with us here. It's Mr. GQ, or just GQ here with the cowboy hat. GQ, what's up, buddy?
Oh, look at this. This is pretty. How come me and Z actually dressed for the occasion and you didn't?
I mean, it's usually not me, so it's 100% usually Ruby.
Hey, like I said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Meatloaf said that too. No pun on Doug, but
Go get a sandwich.
I was on the floor. How much did you actually pay for his underwear, Ruby? I'm just asking.
Nah, I don't know.
We know you got Gino's undies.
I wrote a check from a closed account, so there you go. Oh my god, you guys are brutal. So Alan's in, Willie's in. We know we've got some viewers in. If you want to participate in our contest, you have to put the word contest in the chat. And we'll
And if you're a
track it here.
Facebook user, put your name there because you guys are supposed to go do the thing. So like what's up, guy? How you doing? Thanks for showing up. But
if they want to participate and try to get a shirt, hey, why not? It's
And these are nice birdie shirts too.
Oh yeah, it's comfy.
Yeah, I know.
And it can take a drying. That's what I like about the shirt.
You can take a drying? Yes.
Yeah, you know how like shirts shrink and like this one didn't.
Yeah.
Quality.
Absolutely. Good quality material, man. That's what we try to do here at the podcast, is give good quality material, whether it be content or clothing. So there you go. Either way. So how about we do this while we're getting set up? Now so what we're going to do here is this. What we're going to do is we're going to draw as many numbers as we can as far as here as co-host to try to get bragging rights to see who's winning. So we're going to draw for women's and we're going to draw for men's. For the contest, okay, what's going to happen for those who put their name in the chat? Let me see if I can share this wheel. I think I can. Can I?
Share the wheel.
Share the wheel, make the deal.
Share the wheel.
There you go. So there's your wheel. Okay. And what's going to happen here is.
Okay, I'm kind of curious of who the Facebook user is now, too.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know either.
So you're
going to get one spin.
This is wrong.
Yeah. So the contest for those who are in the contest are going to get one spin. Okay. Whatever number it lands on, we're going to mark that, and that number will be good for not only just the men's, but for the women's. Okay. And if whoever wins, and if they're in that number that they came in the entry for the Rumble, then you're going to win a shirt. So everybody's, and trust me, I don't think 27 is really the smoking gun and who's going to win. We just really don't know who's going to win on that.
Could be number one again, depending on who they put at it.
Never mind. So how about we do this? Alan was in here first. We're going to do Alan's first, and then we're going to discuss us here. So, Alan, this is your spin, buddy. Coming right up. And remember, the cursor is right here at the top of the wheel. If you see my little pointer. So that's how they're going to decide.
Are you still trying to show everybody your little pointer, Ruby?
It's not on his birth certificate. That's a Doug joke.
Oh, my God.
Spin the wheel for Alan.
Spin the wheel for Alan.
Hold on one second. Facebook user is not the number that you want. You just say contest and we put you in, but we need to have your name too.
Well, Robert Van Brocklin is.
Yeah, that's.
Here.
Well, there was somebody else that put 7. I don't know if it's the same guy or not.
I don't know.
I thought it was a question mark.
Yeah. If for the pointer comment,
douchebag.
for you, all of you guys. So, all right. So,
I'm back up to speed. Go ahead, hit the wheel.
Yeah, let's hit the wheel. Here you go, Alan. Here's your spin.
Alan's making the deal.
That'd be funny if somebody is. Whoa, slow down. Yeah. Oh, Alan, you get number 7, buddy.
I hope number 7 is the boogeyman. I'm sorry. I hope.
So Alan is getting number 7.
Now we got Willie.
Yeah, we get Willie now. So let me go ahead because I am marking this down for everybody.
Facebook user contest.
It doesn't work that way, Facebook user.
Put your name,
man.
I state your name. State your name. All right, Willie. So this is Willie's spin right here. And
yeah, we're not going to have repeat offenders.
Yeah, let's not have repeat offenders. Yes. Do you want the D-bag thing again? Uh-oh. And Willie's going to get number 20.
Number
Uh-oh.
20.
Hey, Ruby, you forgot to remove choice on there on the 7 too.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Not for them, because we're giving them a chance to have all the numbers. If it's to us, I mean, that's something a little bit different. But
Okay.
yeah,
Wait,
we could have multiple people on the same number. So, but for
And we
Willie,
got what?
so
Go
Willie's
ahead.
at number 20. So who else is it? The
Robert Van.
Robert Van
Brockman.
Brockman.
Yeah, this is a good buddy of mine. This is Red.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
Good luck to Mr. Brockman on this one here.
He used to come over to my house all the time and watch the pay-per-views. Number 10.
Number 10. So,
Number 10.
So I will put him there. And once again, this is good for both men's and women's Royal Rumble. So you're sticking with the same number.
So one more chance there, Facebook user. What's your name? What's your name?
Okay. So we're gonna spin for damn. No, never. Just damn. Damn.
Hey,
All
Facebook
right.
user, what's your name?
What?
Well,
We'll get
You guys are
back
too
to
old.
them. So, guys, we're gonna spin for the women's Royal Rumble here. So, who knows? We're gonna figure out what we're gonna win if we win. What we're gonna do.
I still don't even know what we're doing as the trio.
Okay, so
We're
I
getting
don't
10
care
numbers?
where I go. I prefer to kind of like to choose in the middle. Like I go second, so it's up to you, gents.
I'll
You
go.
want-
Okay. Because GQ will make a big scene in the green room and all that stuff about the fact that I'm here every week and he's not because he's off doing all the backup
I was
stuff for
pointing
us.
at you for you to go first.
That's right. I will go first because I'm the new guy. I get it. So I'll go first for GQ in his prima donna ways.
All right, so Zach gets first, I get second, and GQ gets third. Okay, so we're gonna switch to a different wheel. There you go. There you go. All right, so first spin. Here we go, and we will remove the number once it's hit. So
Are you writing these down over there too, Ruby? Or
Yep.
Okay.
Have on.
And this is women's?
This is the women's rumble first. So you've got
That's 13. Whatever.
I don't know. Do you want to replay on that?
No, I'm good. I'll take 14.
Remove the choice. So that's gone off the wheel.
Hey, Alan, you might want to get the shirt for Tina if you win. Just saying.
And then this is my spin. Oh,
You're going to lose. I have a better chance at 14.
so Rhea Ripley's coming out 29. Okay, gotcha.
You can come out anytime.
I think she already had, but
Oh,
Not like that, fool.
GQ's getting his first number is 10.
yeah, I'm
Yes. Yeah. There we
10.
go.
10.
You got 10, dang it.
You got 10
All right.
down there.
Now we're back to Z on this one.
These are, what is this again?
This is the
Your
one
next
that's,
number.
For the women still?
Yes.
yeah.
Oh.
It's,
This is confusing me, guys.
it's
Oh,
all right.
Alan, Alan's like, Willie needs it. And then Willie's like, oh, that's really nice. I'm just keeping the fans entertained,
Oh, of course. I mean, I could unmute the sound and see if it plays in here, but I don't know if it will. This is my spot again. Let's see.
Alan, I know you have one. I know you have a shirt. But
Okay. What Tina doesn't know. So
Tina does it, and I'm telling you, bro to bro. Give it to Tina.
GQ gets the next one.
So what'd you have? What'd you have, Ruby?
My last one is 25.
What? You rigging this thing.
I was going to
15.
say the same damn thing too.
Rigged.
All right, GQ gets 15.
Okay.
What was my
so
last number?
That's going to be a hornswoggle for me.
Yours
probably.
was 3.
14 and 3. God.
Hey,
I tried
rookie.
for 3 and then the Lord blessed me with a 4th.
So you're saying may the fourth be with you?
Obviously, it is.
Zach's on here again. Uh-oh. Maybe I should just unmute it for just one time. Zach, what are you getting? Oh, Zach's got what?
Oh, look at that! I'll
There
take a
you go.
26. I'll take a 26.
There you go. So Zach's got 26. And then
Hopefully, Cameron Grimes is one of those that comes out.
That's why I was
Yeah.
hoping for that too. Actually,
yeah,
What?
I mean, what are you doing for like surprise entrance here? Uh-oh. Oh.
Who got 30?
I-
GQ?
No,
Or
that's
you?
me.
Rigged. Rigged.
Zach just got his last number. Now I got 29 and 30. I'm okay.
we needed a roll dice to see where he laid because I bet you he just kind of in the middle.
I mean, I want to see maybe 4 to 5 good legend comebacks. I would love to see a Carlito again. Like, I miss Carlito.
Yeah,
There you go. GQ's got 19.
We don't care about G. I got boned. I still carry you in Fortnite, Ruby.
Yes, I know you do. I know you do. Hey,
Whip you on Hot
All right,
Wheels.
what you got?
Zach's got 17.
17.
Yep. And
Hold on, I got to increase this. I want to see what the hell he's looking at too.
What's who looking at?
It says reading Ruby's hot bar.
There ain't no you porn on
What?
there. Nothing. Nick Aldis. Oh, that'd be yes. I'd be down for that kind of debut. I'd be totally cool
It
with it.
won't be.
GQ, stop being
I'm not being negative. Trust me, it won't be.
you're being a bonehead.
I'm just
16
saying.
was my number, guys.
16.
Yeah.
It's about time you get one of the lower numbers.
Yep.
I
Ruby
just
should get
know
1.
Nick and Mickey would not be there because of the pilot.
I'm not saying yeah, I know. I mean, I don't think they're gonna be there either, but
Who's
it'd be
this?
cool.
GQ
That's
got
you.
27.
Oh, I may
You got the hot spot.
yeah,
the
I may
hot
have a
spot, that
chance
is.
here.
The Royal Rumble is my favorite pay-per-view, though. Actually, that's incorrect. My favorite pay-per-view was 100% WCW World War III.
Oh, no, that was a fun interview. Hey, Zach, you're getting number 1, by the way.
Sweet! Hey, I have just as many winners there as number 30, so
So, Zach?
they'll tell us all the facts again.
Yeah, so 1, 3, 14, 17, and 26. So
Man,
This
I'm
is
getting
going to be Santino.
I'm getting screwed. I'd be happy. I wanted Santino to win that Rumble so bad. Dude, I wanted him to win so bad it wasn't funny. Like, we were literally, me and my friends were chanting hardcore in my buddy's house for Santino to win. Should have happened.
Yeah. So I got 13. GQ, you're getting 12.
Oh, good.
12.
I got to see if
That's going to be Ivory, Brett. I bet you.
Ivory. Yeah. Let's see.
Right to censor Ivory too, not just Ivory, but the right to censor one.
Here comes X-Men.
Yay, 2. Give me 2. I'm going with it. Give me 2.
Did you hear that?
No. 5. I got a 5.
That's going to be Dominic Mysterio for you.
I'm okay with that if he wins.
He's not going to win.
Shh.
Ray, hold on, real quick before you spin, Ruby. Ray had the longest entrance, the longest surviving in it, right? Or was
I
that?
think so.
Yeah.
I think it's
over
right.
62
What number
minutes.
did he come in at? That
2.
time? Okay.
Yeah.
Which is 1.
Yeah,
Pretty
basically. Yeah. What did I get? 6.
Probably going to be Brock Lesnar, and he wins.
I would. So honestly, God, I was very disappointed at the Rumble last year in St. Louis. I was there.
Because of Brock doing what he did.
Just the whole like best match on the card was Seth and Roman. It was Seth and Roman. Like, that was the best match on the card, in my opinion. That just the way it went down and how it went.
Is you, Ruby?
Oh, that's you, GQ. You got
Okay.
24.
But no, like the whole thing, it was lame. Dustin, my buddy that took me, I got Grace some tickets and had a wonderful weekend at Alan's house. We went and got to meet the Miz and stuff. So we had some fun, and then we went toy hunting and stuff. Man, I had more fun doing that with Dustin than like going to the show. Actually, like I enjoyed the show.
Rumble, I have never been a big Mania fan. Rumble has always been my pay-per-view, just because of not knowing who's coming out, the surprises with it, like the special guests that come in.
I think that's one of the reasons I've always been a fan. Like I agree with you. Rumble is
Who dis, Ruby?
This is mine.
Yep, that is Zach's at 22.
It's 22. Haha.
You get Kelly with that one.
Whatever. No, Kelly was nothing special.
She looked through it though.
Not really.
I mean, some others would.
Well, I always, I something with Alan said. I always enjoyed all the different ways that Kofi was doing.
I love this.
Yeah, because you have it rigged.
Okay, we need to check out that site to see on that.
So NXT just had like a nice little battle royale for the women's title thing for like a new contender or whatever. And one of the girls down there did an awesome like handstand back on to the thing about it. But yeah, Kofi has some of the best saves. I always like Shelton Benjamin's too. Shelton Benjamin has some fun ones, and people don't give him enough credit.
Oh man, I'm a big Shelton Benjamin fan for sure.
Who has this been?
This is Zach.
9.
My number, the last one. We kept talking.
Oh yeah, GQ. Your last number was 4. So.
Oh goody.
Oh goody.
I agree with Facebook user, whoever he is, because I enjoyed the old Survivor Series ones, especially since Survivor Series was what Taker debuted on. You know.
I mean, yeah, Survivor Series was fun. I like the old style of the Survivor Series match, the 5-on-5.
Naomi pretty much was doing the exact same Kofi, just with their match. Who was that one?
That was me. I got number 2. So
good.
GQ gets number 21. There you go.
Probably going to be one of Demolition.
The Women's Rumble?
Yep.
Okay.
They put makeup on.
Wait, what? I don't even get the joke.
They put...
Yeah, 11. Hoorah!
Heck yeah.
It's going to be Christy Hemme.
Have a laugh.
Really?
Have a laugh.
Oh, no, we're all going to laugh. We've always, when we've done this, we've been doing this since the whole Brutality Incorporated days, Ruby. And the funniest thing was seeing who got the worst one sometimes too and laughing their ass off at it.
Oh, yeah. There was one year I didn't really care for the Rumble because it's like, okay, just throw it away.
Who is this one?
That's me. I got 8.
You guys are going to laugh about this, but one of my favorite moments in Royal Rumble history is when Maven drop kicked Undertaker over.
And then all over the place with it.
Because I was a huge... I was a huge Maven fan because I watched him all the way through Tough Enough. Like, I literally...
But you got to think, though, too, Maven had to really work hard to earn respect there.
Maven was the shit. Like,
okay, hold on. Wait. No, 7, 8, and 23 are left, right?
7, 8, and 22, yes. And this is Zach's?
It's 23.
23, yeah. Zach, you get 8?
Yeah. That's when I was... That's the day I was born. Was the 8th.
Oh, yeah, there you go. All right, one more spin. Basically like a coin flip. See what I get. Come on, 23.
Rick, did you get 23? I'm going to tell you that right now.
Facebook user, you were correct. Maven was cool. Maven was fun.
But he disappeared. I don't even think he's doing anything anymore anywhere. Not even indies, I don't think.
He was He did some signings and stuff. I know because, like I said, I watched Ethan Page's YouTube stuff, and they did a signing with him.
So I get 23.
Yep, you got 23. Okay, so that's done.
But go ahead and spin it anyway.
No, don't. Why are you gonna let? Why?
I wonder what he's
Come
going
on,
to
23. Come on,
get on the
23.
line.
That means
I was going to say if it got on the line, I didn't get it. That would be funny as hell.
GQ's hat's too tight. Yes or no? What?
Is his pants on too tight? Let's see.
I didn't say his pants. I said his hat.
His hat. Sides yeah.
That's why you look like a balloon.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so this is a new.
So this is the men's, right?
Yes. Now we're going to the men's. Yes. Oh god.
Cody returned.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cody's-
hold on.
I mean, we already know he actually is, isn't he?
Move Ruby to the top.
Why?
Well, I got no problem drawing number one, drawing first or going first.
Because I think he's rigging it. That's what I think. So
I got no problem. I got no problem.
we go this way now, Ruby.
Okay, so me first, Jack second, you third. Okay, got it. No problem. Got no
He needs it to
problem.
be number one now on this one. I can guarantee it.
All right, come on, 28. Come on,
Give me
28.
Dominic Mysterio for the win.
No, I
Ruby
get
gets number two again.
That's
Yes, I
Ruby,
got-
not me.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
I
Ruby
got,
gets
Oh,
number
you
two.
You have two twice. Oh my
yeah,
god.
I got two for both.
He's got two
Two,
times.
two.
Two times.
Two.
All right, come on, Z. See if you
You always want to be
fucked
fucked up.
Oh, 19, 20.
I'll take that.
Not a bad number there.
I'll take that.
There you go.
RVD.
And-
I'd be cool. No, I don't know. RVD's lost his luster for me.
He's done it like the last couple of years, I thought, though, too.
Yeah. That's why.
26. Okay.
I would like to see like somebody from Japan come over and do. Let's see if Trip. Maybe opened a Pandora box. I mean,
Are you talking about this Pandora's box?
potentially.
there we go. I'll take it.
I would not mind seeing some more.
Isn't Marty Skrill over there?
Marty, he doesn't do much anymore after the one movement.
Oh, I didn't know he was part of that one.
Yeah, he got brought up. I think it all got dropped, and I think I'm not for sure. So
Because
But-
me and Daryl,
which sucks because Marty was the shit.
me and Mr. Big, Midwest Independent Hall of Famer, oh hell no, I ain't doing that. No, break my ass.
I want to see GQ get thrown over the top.
All right, so this is number 21.
Who's that for?
That's for GQ. So this is his second 2 for 2 in the 20s for the men's rumble for GQ. And now I'm back to me again. This is our third draw.
You're gonna have to tell everybody the numbers.
Oh
because-
hell!
What
What the hell?
And we're going to post the results here after we're done with this. So
Yes.
I'm going to share. So remove the choice. And
Now Z,
now Z's getting it. Isn't this fun?
your biggest goal is that one of your numbers would be Miz, ain't it?
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yes, I got 11 twice, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
11. That's a really powerful angel number. Number.
Do you know a particular brand that's really good vodka, Alan? I'm just throwing it out there for you to plug it.
I do. Oh, it's Mastermind Vodka. Mine's upstairs, but if you live in the Granite City area, it's the only thing good coming out of Granite City besides Allen is Mastermind's Vodka.
What was this one, Ruby?
Great stuff.
That's yours, GQ. Number
Okay.
6.
Number 6.
Yes. It's all right. You can't have every number in the 20s.
By the way, Alan, I get paid in vodka because I need another bottle. You know what?
Ruby,
I might just bring that down here and make that a cheap ploy.
Oh, that's mine.
What?
I was talking about the number. That's mine. So, sorry.
15?
Yeah, 15's mine.
15?
Z, you're on your next one.
What year was one of your guys' favorite Rumbles?
92.
90. Ooh, that was a good one.
That's where they had. That's where they had the title vacant, and the winner got the championship, and that of course was Ric Flair.
Right.
Who entered
Which
at number
one was
3.
it? Which one was it that Taker wasn't in it, but it was that casket match with him and Yokozuna, and everybody jumped him, and he rose to the ceiling?
Oh, that was 94.
Yeah.
Okay, that would be mine.
I don't remember the year, but it's the year that Triple H came back. Because I'm a massive Tripp fan, so like that was big for me to see him. Facebook user says 93 was theirs.
That was when Yokozuna won, going into WrestleMania 9.
Who's
That's
number 8
actually
now?
the first. That was the first year that they started the whole winner gets the title shot at WrestleMania. That was the first year they did that.
I think he's right. And I think 93 was Rick.
No, that was 92. I throw money on it. I definitely would. Look up Royal Rumble 92.
I got you. Or you got a GQ.
I'm looking.
You're quicker on the finger because I'm like flipping my tablet out here. Got a log back in. I shut down after Gino left.
That was probably one of the best interviews of so far. I think.
Gino was fun. He's a character.
Royal Rumble
Gino
92
was great.
Oh, you know what? I am. Yep. Sorry. That was 92. That was Flair.
Okay, so
93. Let's see who the winner of 93 was.
Yokozuna.
Oh yeah, and I lost $20 on that one.
Oh, my turn again. Hooray for boobies. I mean,
Hooray for boobies. You're done.
y'all did not hear that. All right, so I got 14.
I mean,
Oh, we heard it. We're just trying to think what boobies you're looking at.
There ain't nothing there on the screen.
Selena Vega's going to be in this one. Emma. Shayna Baszler. Yeah, Shayna. I did not like her vignette to announcing
Who's
her.
this now?
Ooh, Zach's got a good one.
24. That's me. Shayna Baszler.
Hey, you know what? If you get Emma, Zach, you have a good chance. She probably steal the win.
I'd be okay with that. She deserves so much more than she gets on the main roster.
It went over everybody's head. That remembers.
No, she tried to steal it back in the day. One of the first female. No. Then what are you talking about?
Stealing, and that's why she was released.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Who was that one? That was me.
That was you getting 16, and now
Man,
we're
you got Omos is winning.
I think Gail Kim's retired.
Dude,
So.
I'm not getting WrestleMania. That's the case. Yeah, I got 27 again. No, GQ got 27.
Yeah, go fly a kite.
Okay, I'll go fly a kite.
I mean, Cody Rhodes has already entered. Like,
you know he's in. You know he's in.
And that's my prediction. Cody is going to win it. That's my prediction.
They don't need Cody winning it to get the title match. I don't think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it.
Yeah, I mean,
because I think they're splitting. They're split. Like,
have
you noticed with the tag titles? They seem to be getting ready to split them up.
That's actually a good call though too for Braun Breaker. Who was that one, Ruby? Who was number 3?
Zach.
Facebook user. Good job. Good job, Facebook user. Give us your name, Facebook user,
Number
please.
5.
GQ is number 5 on there. All right. Back to the top.
The Godfather's talking to you, Ruby.
Yes.
Who was this 122?
That's me.
Oh, yeah, that's me. Thank you.
Damn.
I appreciate it.
That's right. You're cheating. I'm trying to steal your number.
Really don't steal my number. I'm just saying.
Now this is me.
This is me.
He's got to get one.
No, it's you see that Z's trying to skip over you. Look at this. Uh-oh, Zach.
That's the biggest losing spot after 1. I mean, so
That's what almost is going to come out as at number 30. I'm calling it right now.
GQ
okay, that's
used
a
to
really long.
Oh, it's Curtis Alexander. Guarantee
Oh,
you.
okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, right. Okay, so GQ, yeah, this is you.
And Curtis, sorry that you lost your group and everything when you guys lost to Floyd. Sorry about that. 17. That's not going to win nothing.
You don't know that.
That'll probably be Zach Allen.
I do think one of the entries for this year's females is going to be Mandy Rose.
It would blow the internet up, definitely. I mean,
Yeah, that is for sure.
they'll get a rise in ratings or other stuff, but
Dude, it'd blow. I mean, thank her mom. That's all I say.
next.
Oh, there's also Bianca
yeah.
Belair versus Alexa Bliss.
Is it Alexa Bliss or is it the Dark Alexa Bliss?
Is it all this not the same now?
But isn't me, or are they actually trying to make Nikki Ash also part of that darkness? When they confronted each other in the back, and she was kind of like more sadistic.
I mean, I think we're about to see a big faction get built.
Yeah, you get a dozen.
Like
I get a dozen. Yeah, I like eggs.
I truly believe there's gonna be a big faction because
hey, remember when I made my fortune in 2020 with the toilet paper? Now I'm making my fortune with eggs.
what?
Oh, Zach, you're getting 29 too? Jeez.
That's rigged.
Oh yeah,
I'm not doing
all
anything. Nope, not me.
No,
Well,
when we
official.
first started the podcast in 2020, the joke was I was making my fortune with toilet paper because I had a whole bunch of it. I was just throwing it. Now I'm making my fortune with eggs.
So you were the jerks when I was working in the Sam's Club that I despised it by 30 things of them.
You're welcome.
No, you guys made our life a living hell. I want you to hear that.
I didn't do it where you were at. I did it in Texas. Okay, I'm sorry.
You know what's really funny about that whole thing is I wore on the days that I knew we were getting truck, I would wear a Beavis and Butthead shirt to work that said I was Cornholio and I need the TP for my bunghole.
Ruby's got 1 and 2.
Ah!
I got 1 and 2, so I got 2 losers right here. All right, so well.
Look at this.
How much they want to? If Braun Breaker is one of those, it'll go to the end.
Zach has got 19.
19. Can I get a Scotty Too Hottie one time? Yeah.
Dude, I was so popular.
Look at this find, dude. Okay, so when I come down to St. Louis all the time, my wife and I go to new places down there for toy hunting, right? Because I collect action figures. My wife's a big nerd. She collects his pops and stuff. But look how cool this Scotty Too Hottie is, man.
This is me.
Yeah.
GQ is all right. We all get one more choice.
One more turn. So if you're ever in the area of South Shores.
Hey, Z, I have a good place for you to check. I'll talk to you in the green room afterwards.
I'm telling people right now, South Shores, man. Go to South Shores over there for the Antique Mall or by Time Warp. 2 hits, one stop, both fun places.
Oh, yeah. Right over by the bar.
Yeah. Great place, man.
10-4, good buddy.
That class number is
10-4. 10. Wait, is it 10-4? Give me 10.
Hey,
I'll take 4. I'll take 4. Whatever. I got 4 kids. That's a winning number right there.
And I got.
Don't spin it. Don't. Oh my god.
I want to see if I can hit the white line.
That's what she said.
Oh.
No. Your stream isn't that good.
Dude, come on. Stop staring at me in the bathroom, dude. Come on now. All right, so no, I ain't gonna go.
You just took it to a whole nother level.
Yeah. Yeah, I
It's
sure did.
okay.
All
It's
right.
okay. It's
I'm gonna
okay.
stop sharing there. So I'm going to put so this is your final rundown of our numbers. Let's see. And yes, I will have it labeled. Don't worry. It's all right. Oh wait. Oh, I guess I made it too short. No, shut up. Shut it. Shut it. Both of you. Shut it. Oh my
You're tiny.
god. All
Such a large man in such a small area.
right. This. All right. So here we go. Here is your list. So those are in the contest. You're in there. So Alan's got number 7. Robert Van Brockland at number 10. Willie Hendricks at, I put him at 20 or 21. He was supposed to be
21 is what he had.
21 is what he had? Okay.
Yeah. You're
I think.
well, I don't know now because now you
I, mean,
fudged it up.
I think I had I think I had him at 20.
Somebody click on that. What Alan said.
What?
Short Ruby.
Hey, Facebook user, you said you can't see it's too small. You talking about what Ruby has on the screen or Ruby?
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I mean, I guess it could zoom it in, but take it how you want. There you go. Can't see you. It's too small. Okay. All right. How about we do this? Can I zoom? Yes, I can zoom. Let me. Oh, can't. All
Click
right.
on it. Click on it.
All right. Oh, that's too funny.
Now you got Willie for 20 and 21.
Okay. Well, that's because. Hold on. What happened?
If your things weren't so small.
I know he had 20. I know he did. I'm going to go back on the record, and
I'm pretty sure he had 22.
I'm pretty sure it's 20. Now, if you look here, I've got 20 highlighted, so y'all shut up. Okay. All right, so here we go. So I know that I've got in the women, I've got the last
Well,
3.
you got 20 highlighted, but you start off with number 2 because you got 1 has the names of the things. So
Right.
you got 19 highlighted pretty much down there.
No,
No.
I got 20 highlighted.
No.
Don't pull
He was
that
looking. Yeah, don't look at that. He's supposed to be 20 in the actual column thing.
Mhm.
Stop looking at that because you're messing Ruby up.
He's trying to do spider math on me to try to throw me off, and it ain't gonna work. So, because I won't listen. What is? Well, let's see. Well, see, I've got number 1 and 2 in the men, so it's on record. And
Hey. You really do. I'm pulling pretty good on the men's ish.
yeah,
No.
see, look, you
Oh yeah,
got,
I am. I got the back end.
let's see, who's got the most numbers in the last 10? Let's see, Zach's got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. GQ's got.
So GQ got boned. That's it. That's all right.
I got 5 in the men's.
Oh yeah. Well, wait, no. Zach's got 3. I got 3, and I got 4. Okay, there we go. So, I see. I see what I did. Okay. Now I see what you did. Yes. Okay.
I didn't do anything.
Never mind. I'm an idiot. Okay. Now I know what I did. Okay. Okay. So I will save this file. Keep it off to the side. We'll see what happens next Sunday. And if GQ is out on the range or something, if he wins, I'll let him know. I don't know. We'll see.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah, yeah. Well, don't say the Die Hard, but
I'm thinking about a promoter friend of ours, how he would have said that. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Right. And another one would say, "Oh my breakfast," and then just move on. We all know what that is.
And I know before we do sign off for tonight,
Yes.
I'm slowly getting back to normality, so to speak, and whatever normal is nowadays anyway.
For you, it's not very much.
Yeah, pretty much. But I may try to be coming back more often and see how things are in the middle of the year.
Yep. That's
Right
good.
on.
I got the itch again because the hospitality of Mr. Herb Simmons. You know, hanging out with a lot of the guys and meeting Kevin Sullivan, and then everything going on next weekend with the pilot show that I have details on a little bit, not much because of NDAs with it, but
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in it, but I think I got other commitments that's going to keep me from going to it. But I don't know. I'll see what I
I
can
like
do.
the idea of it. If I
I
was
mean,
down
me
there, I
too.
would be
I
in
mean,
it.
I like it. I do. If it's anything like I know that whatever I heard of it was going to be. So, yeah, that's great because it's what,
I was gonna say Ruby Plus. We have that chance of a reunion show with Mr. Ice,
Yes, exactly. Yes, we
and see if I can piss off all the people down there in Metropolis again.
yeah, right. I
How
don't
about
know
we
if
just
you want
be
to last
cordial?
that bad. Yeah.
Ruby, do you still have the access to the thing?
Yes, I do. And I don't know.
If
Um,
anything, also Facebook user or Kurt Alexander, whoever you is, message me directly as well, and I'll have a link for you as well on it. But Ruby did post about it early on as a pilot for a wrestling talk show. It's going to have the likes of Mickey James, Nick Aldis, Chris Masters, and Frank Kazarian.
yeah, I'm going to share it here real quick, guys. There you go. So it's
And I can send the direct link to whoever as well because I hit up a bunch of people with it today that I figured would like to go to this and everything. But tickets are free. Fill the place up. Bring friends. Bring family. Bring enemies. As long as you fill out the place.
right. So and it's a nice studio too. I mean, I know this neighborhood and the building it's in. Trust me, it's top of the line. So it's going to be a nice studio. So it's
I mean, the only issue would be the show will have too much reverb on it, but
Oh, and someone caught that, by the way, GQ. So and laughed at it. So so it's all in good fun. But man, but yeah, but that's it. And don't forget IWA Productions here on Saturday as well. Royal Rumble's this Saturday. We're going to come back in here. Oh, it is official, and I will recontact, but we do have our next guest for next week. We will be bringing on Superstar Steve Fender next week. So he will be on.
Can't wait.
And he's getting ready for a big title defense at WLW's next big event on February 4th at the Harley Race Arena in Troy, Missouri. And we will be going over some of all the accomplishments in his career, what's coming up with him in WLW. And of course, he's over in New Breed too as their television champion. And he's still busy in SICW, so he stays pretty active as well. And for as many years, and a good caliber talent of Superstar Steve Fender.
About what, 24 years in the business?
That sounds about right. About 24,
Yeah.
I think. So, but yeah, but Superstar Steve will be with us in the studio next week. So, really looking forward to that. So, hey,
If you enjoy us, you know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe button, share with your friends, comment below, and enjoy. Sorry, Ruby, I had to get that out.
No, exactly.
Here's the show to everybody. Message people, hey, if you know somebody who wants to be interviewed, come to us.
Right. And guys, it just worked out earlier today, and he posted on his page, but we are an official sponsor of that Fan Fest in St. Louis on May 13th. And we may have some big interviews coming up in those days coming up. So I mean, we're just saying May, because I'm going to work as hard as I possibly can because I know who's on that poster, and trust me, I'm
going for Darla Stags. I don't care about everybody else. It's Darla Stags I'm going there for.
Yeah, Darla's great. Darla's great. And
do we know who's going to be inducting JJ Dillon? yet.
I know he's listed on.
He's being inducted into the Hall of Fame too.
Is he actually an inductee into the Hall of Fame?
Yes, it's him and Briscoe.
I don't know the exact person who is inducting him, and I don't know if it's somebody that's already on the marquee or there's somebody that's
to be announced.
Somebody to be announced. I don't know that, so I cannot confirm.
You know, well, who at that event? Be Brian Blair. That way, he can sign up as many people as he can for the Cauliflower Alley Club.
That is a great idea. That is an excellent idea. The president of the Cauliflower Alley Club just on the.
But this is all speculation. We're not saying these people are going to be there or anything. So.
Yeah, I'm just saying if Brian shows up, just don't invite a certain Iranian. So that's all I'm saying.
Too much.
We wanted civil here.
Oh no! You should watch the Iron Sheik roast. Trust me, that got violent on that one.
Oh yes, I'm sure it did.
Wait, there was an Iron Sheik roast?
Yeah, there was the pro wrestling kayfabe commentaries, I think it was called. Did 3 roasts: Terry Funk, Iron Sheik, and somebody else. I can't remember who offhand. And
I'll look that up.
They did invite Brian Blair to talk at the roast, but he was being nice. He was saying all kinds of stuff. He was trying to put his hand out to bury the hatchet, and she freaking slapped him one.
Wow. You talk about a man holding a grudge for many years. That's not healthy, but it's
somehow he's still alive.
Not healthy. Have you seen his Twitter? Come on.
I don't want to look at it because
it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
I mean,
if we ever were able to get Sheik on here, I think he would actually outdo the record that we have from Bill Alfonso.
Dude, we'll have to change the ratings for the show for the next 2 months after his appearance because it'd be so bad. It would be so bad. But I didn't. But
hey, it would be really humble for him though. So he doesn't have to humble us.
Well, I was gonna say because we wouldn't humble him. That's for darn sure. Takes a lot for that. But I think we're going to escape to the green room, and we're going to call it a night here on the live feed, guys. We thank you very much for joining us. Gino Toldyouso Rivera was a really great guest. We had some great banter in here. Now we know what were our drawings here for the Royal Rumble.
So are you going to actually tell everybody or show everybody the underwear you bought when it comes in?
Dear Lord.
And I'm going to return to sender now because now I've been found. So, oh my God, you guys are too much. All right, for Mr. GQ and the Gem City Mouse and Miz, I am Rough Kid Rick Ruby. Y'all have a great.
That's who it was. It was Big Texan.
What? Who? What?
It's Texan.
Big Texan out. Oh,
I forgot all about him and you being together. That man.
Yeah.
He's been busting our balls all night.
And I'm going to go on record right now. Texan is going to take the title off of Telecom.
Ooh, yeah, that's going to be interesting.
I ain't going to be ringside for that one. But he's going to take it.
No, that's going to get nasty. That's going to get nastier than the last show. So, all right, guys, we're all out of here. Y'all have a good rest of your night. Have a great week, and we'll see you back here next Sunday with Superstar Steve Fender. And see you later, guys. Thanks again for tuning in to tonight's episode of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. Don't forget our friends at the following: Outside the Ring STL, the Searcher and Hide podcast, and We Talk Wrestling. The Falls Count Everywhere podcast is an LTX Enterprises production.